So if I, for example, ride without a helmet, I like the thrill of it. And then if I'm making a picture, I don't know. I imagine the picture and like, oh, cool. If I look at this picture in 10, 20 years, maybe I don't even wakeboard anymore. I like the way how it felt at that point when I did it, where I felt very vulnerable. And I had to be like, okay, I'm doing this.
I approve waterboarding. They're talking about wakeboarding. The thing about wakeboarding, every trick is an invert.
Backside.
Air railing.
A new dimension.
All right. We are back. Another episode of the Grab Matters podcast. Today we welcome on a very special guest. We're live from the Netherlands. We have Sam De Haan on. How's it going, Sam?
Pretty good, man.
Good to have you on.
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped we made this happen.
I'm stoked.
Sick.
Yeah, been looking forward to this. Actually, I've been talking about it.
Yeah.
So now I'm stoked we get together.
Absolutely. We were just talking. We took a quick set at Down Under earlier today. That was good. It was fun. Had a good time.
Yeah, like 2-3 handles was nice.
Yeah, I saw you do quite a few grabs. You had a good melon in there, a little tail grab back one, switch tail grab back one.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I like to definitely keep the basics dialed in.
Yeah,
it's the way to do it. I feel like.
So speaking of grabs, I always start off favorite grab. What do you got?
I think melon.
Yeah,
it would be a melon or a tail, but then I don't know. It depends on what kind of situation you're in. But like grab wise, boosting of a kicker, sending a melon would probably feel the best.
So you're going straight up melon, not to like 180, just straight melon.
Just straight up melon. Like when you boosted the kicker,
yeah,
and you have a nice kicker, so you like kind of float in the air, grab melon, wait. You can just see everything and like stay nice, and then just drop.
I'll put a clip in because I did record one today of just a classic melon.
Okay,
Cool, dude. That you did. It was floaty. Like it looked real floaty.
Well, it depends,
nice.
you know. Like I don't know if you're jumping into a bank, it's a whole different story. Like the position is kind of awkward with a melon. I feel like.
Yeah, especially if you're not spinning. If you're just doing straight up melon,
exactly.
It's a little awkward.
So it depends, but like send the kicker with a good melon.
Okay,
I like that.
What do you think about helmets?
Good question, bro. I mean, I didn't see it coming. No, dude, yeah. I think everyone should do what they want to do. And, like, there's clear rules in a cable park, which I think they're very good rules. Rules like life jacket, helmets, they're for a reason. So they keep you safer. Cable parks, commercial parks, they deal with, like, all kind of stuff. So I think that's good. And then everything you do outside a cable park, you do whatever you want. Or if the cable park allows you to do what you want, you do what you want.
Yeah.
But I think if someone else rides without a helmet, it's not your problem. It's not your deal. So just let them be. And I mean, I guess it's stupid, but everyone makes stupid decisions.
Me and you were talking about this at Street Jam for a little bit, and I think we might as well open the can of worms because I think it's interesting. I feel like it comes up on social media every now and again where it's like you were like, I see a reel, like talking about helmets, and I always like tap in a little bit just because I feel like there's very few people who ride without a helmet, especially nowadays wakeboarding, cable-wise, like because you can't for the most that
Yeah, no, for sure.
But what do you?
Good. I think that's good.
Yeah, wearing helmets is sick. Life jackets is sick. What do you say to the people that say that you're like being a bad role model to kids?
I don't know, man. Like, if I put myself in a situation where I would have a kid, I would tell my kid to wear a helmet.
Yeah,
at least till it's like 18. Until the kid is responsible or like can make his own decisions, kind of. And if someone else rides without a helmet, I'm like, I don't care. This other person rides without a helmet. You're riding with a helmet.
Yeah.
And like, it's not the other person's responsibility. And therefore, I don't think it's your or my responsibility to be a role model or like, I think, we're wakeboarding. And like, I think most of us are not doing it for somebody else's kid. Or like most of us are not doing it for somebody else or for a huge paycheck or whatsoever. We're doing it for our own feeling, for our own sake of it. So if I, for example, ride without a helmet, I like the thrill of it. And then if I'm making a picture, I don't know.
It's tough to argue.
I imagine the picture and like, oh, cool. If I look at this picture in 10, 20 years, maybe I don't even wakeboard anymore. I like the way how I felt at that point when I did it, where I felt very vulnerable, and I had to be like, okay, I'm doing this, and like,
Yeah.
nothing's protecting me, so we're doing it or not. But
Yeah, Dylan talked about that a little bit too. Maybe it was a little bit different how he talked about it, but it was like, yeah, it's not smart. Like a lot of things aren't smart.
stupid.
Like, but also some tricks are not smart. Like doing some tricks are pretty stupid. And if you saw somebody flip onto a pipe and you're not even close to that level of flipping onto a pipe or
Super
rail,
stupid.
whatever,
But yeah,
you get fucked up.
It happens.
Yeah.
Driving without a seatbelt, yeah, it's not smart.
Yeah.
For example, or
Texting and driving. Like,
crossing the red light, maybe it's not smart. But I mean, life is like that, you know. There's a lot of things which are not smart or considered not smart, considered smart. Everyone's just doing some things, you know. So if you just let other people do their thing and do your own thing, then there's no problem.
And nobody gets out of it alive anyways. Like we all die. You know what I mean? So it's like,
And you're not harming anyone, you know.
no,
If
it's
you're not
your
wearing
thing.
a helmet.
Yeah, totally
So
your thing.
It's not. I guess not my problem.
Yeah.
If you fall on your head, I guess it would suck, but it's not my problem.
Yeah.
So if you really want to do that, then
Yeah, and as long as you choose, like I knew the risks of what I'm choosing, like just like I know the risk if I'm
it's
gonna
not
go.
cool or anything. It's not better. It's not anything. It's just what you want to do or feel like doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And as long as you know, the risks and everything involved, it's do whatever you want.
Yeah.
People do what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the way how it should be, and especially in board sports, like you have the freedom, you feel the freedom. So
Yeah, it's
I
like a
think
personal expression
a
of
lot of
like
people
everything.
crave this freedom as well, and it's sick.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean crave the freedom of?
Of with board sports, of riding something on a surface and like being able to like carve and like and for me personally, I love riding without a helmet and jacket.
Yeah.
Feel the wind and like feel more vulnerable. Yeah, it's good, but it's you don't have to. No one has to.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
People, that's the beauty of it. Like you could do with the tricks you want too. Like you don't have to
You
do
do
flips.
what
You don't do
feels good
flips
for
know?
you, and that's perfect.
100%. All right, I had to bring that up because I feel like you are.
Dude, it's good, man.
Yeah, it's
a good topic to talk about. Like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think before we get into how you got into wakeboarding, I mean, what have you been up to? Like, so we're in the Netherlands. You were at Street Jam, saw you there. You were riding a bit, but besides, Street Jam and working a bit, like, what have you been up to past few months?
Good question, dude. Quite a lot, I feel like, and I don't really remember what it all was. Like,
Well, you got back from CWC
got
in the
back
winter,
from
right?
Seat Up. I moved city. I moved in with my girlfriend this year, so I moved pretty much across the country from north to south, like 3 hours. Started working there at the local cable park, but yeah, just a couple times so far because I've never been around. And then we did some winch trips, making some photos for a project.
This summer. You did?
This summer,
Okay.
yeah. That took some time. And then what else did I feel like every now and then there was something, because I came from up north, from Groningen, the city.
Yeah.
So I moved to the south, to Eindhoven now. And then I felt like every second or third week there was something happening up north. So I would go up north to go there and to do or visit whatever I was doing there. But, 1 or 2 days always turned out to 3 or 4 days, like a 3-hour drive. So I've spent quite some time still there. So I've been driving across north and south. Yeah.
So you're kind of all over. You're all over Holland.
Kind of all over, kind of looking for some stability, but
Okay.
slowly.
Okay. I think we talk about how you got into wakeboarding because you're from the Netherlands where we're at right now. And I think it's definitely a different vibe here from America and maybe even from the rest of Europe. So I think it'd be interesting to hear how you got into wakeboarding, where you got started, and then like the next like little progression of the early days.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Like, I lived right next to the German border. Like 5 minutes to the border, I think. And then there were friends, like good friends of my parents. Their son was wakeboarding. And I was really into soccer. Like when I was young, I always wanted to skateboard or snowboard or surf. Like I used to love Rocket Power. Watch it.
Yeah,
Dude, I loved that show, man. I was like so sick. But then, yeah, here in the Netherlands, we don't really have we don't have mountains or snow. I came from a very little village where there were no skate parks nor skaters really. There was one skater, and he turned out to be like pretty good in Holland.
Yeah.
But he was quite a bit older, so I didn't really vibe with him either. So I never got into that. And then when I was like 11, I was really into soccer, and I just went along with these friends to go water skiing once, and then water skiing went well. Tried a wakeboard after 2 hours of water skiing. Went terrible. I was like, I never wakeboarded.
How so? You get off the dock or what's up?
Huh?
Did you get off the dock?
No.
No,
Just
you
kept
didn't.
on the
Face
cra-
plates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was tired, and I was like, fuck this, I'm never wakeboarding again. I hate this. Like, that was my reaction to my first wakeboard experience.
Yeah.
Next day, and again, straight into wakeboard. And yeah, that went pretty well. Like,
Yeah.
got around, really fun. And yeah, ever since, been riding every day pretty much. That's crazy, dude. Like,
When was it? How old were you when you got into it? You said?
I think I got my first wakeboard for my 11th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like 10, almost 11, I think, when I started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So after that, I mean, do you start competing? Like, what's the next couple years look like? Because we're gonna get into your IWWF days.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we do. Yeah.
So what's the next couple years look like?
Yeah, like so I started. I had a lot of fun. I would go every day. My parents would go with me every day there, after school, like a 15-minute drive, and the cable operator, the owner, the son of the owners, he was really into like competitive sports as well. They used to like trick ski, slalom ski. And stuff
On the
like
cable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were into that. So he helped me a lot, like just progressing. And I had a lot of fun progressing. Like I was learning all the basics. I just was very eager to learn new tricks every time. Just go to the next step. And then eventually, I think maybe, because I started in like July, I rode the season. The season after, I think I started watching YouTube videos a lot of YouTube videos. Kept progressing. I think next year, like the second year, I rode my first nationals, and did some like, the second year I started like local comps, like a tour. Third year I did nationals, and then from there, then it just went some more and more comps.
Do I have it right that you are a 4-time Dutch national champion?
No.
No.
I think it's like 6, 7.
6, 7 times it was that many.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think, I don't know, I stopped when I was like...
The last one I saw was 2018 or something. But it didn't show anymore after that
so
on the wakeboard
I think that
side.
was the last one, probably.
That was the last one. You're 6, 7 time Dutch national champion.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Those were I rode a lot of nationals. Yeah, dude, a lot of nationals. But yeah, at some point, I don't know. It's just... I have a goal, though, like, at least... I'm thinking about it, joining again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the cable this year is not...
Well, you kind of missed the Dutch national champions was yesterday, I thought.
No.
Next week, a week from yesterday.
Yeah.
So are you going to go? Are you going to
No, I'm not going to
defend the title?
No, I'm not going to be here. Oh. No, I'm going to go to Sweden, but...
so the comeback is not for a little bit still.
No, but 30 plus. I have some 30 plus goals.
Okay, what do we got?
National champion, 30 plus.
Okay.
KGB 5, 30 plus.
Okay.
I think that's about it.
So, Air Pete 5?
Nah, I think that one's out. I think that one's out.
Okay, run through the Air Pete 5. What happened? What are we talking about?
Dude, Air Pete 5, like...
or maybe there's another word.
For sure, I was really into air tricks, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen Mark Schuster.
Mark Schuster, yeah.
He's done the Pete. He had done the Pete 5, like kind of out of the whip, out of the corner.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I was like, sick. And then I don't know if there was one more person who's done it. And I was at CWC. I was doing Pete Roses, and I felt really good at them. Like I felt like I had a good height. And then I got one good there, like before the motor tower, and I was stoked. And a year later, I haven't done one since. And since that.
You haven't tried the
like in between in that year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So a year later, I was filming a video, like a bigger video, international wake park back then in Phuket.
Yeah.
and it was the last day of filming. We went out the night before, and we were shooting at like 7 a.m. We were shooting, and then at the very end, I think I landed when I wanted to land, and I was like, I might as well just. I kind of wanted to have this Pete 5 in the video, so might as well just try it. And I did a couple Pete's.
Did the Pete's feel good?
No. No, I did a couple Pete rows. Was like, fuck, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I don't feel the pop that I want to feel to do a Pete 5. I was like, might as well do it. It's like the last morning. If I don't do it now, like, it's not gonna be in the video. So, fuck, what do I have to lose? So I committed.
I'll put the clip in.
And I committed fully to like a clean straight landing if I would have came around, but I didn't come around, so I just catch the gnarly front edge and like, I don't know, got like a bruised eye, and then I had a black dot in my vision.
Oh.
So I think a week after I flew home to go to the hospital to check it out, and they cut something out of my eye, something that like slammed into my eye. They took it out and the dot was gone, and then like a week later I flew back to Thailand. So it was a pretty heavy front edge, dude. Like
that's one of the heaviest front edges of all time. You get a black dot in your vision.
I haven't even done a Pete ever since.
No air Pete's.
No air Pete's even.
Off the kicker?
Yeah.
You did okay.
Yeah, kicker.
No air Pete's.
I've done Pete 5 as the kicker, but like no, nothing to flat anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Okay, what do you think about air tricks in general?
Cool.
Okay.
Sick. Yeah. I think, they're part of the sport just as big as winching is, or as kickers, wheel riding at the cable.
Yeah.
But I think it's all cool.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a very big chunk of what cable wakeboarding is.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think, I think there's a lot of ways to explore air tricks still. I think back in the days, for example, they had a lot of sick grabs going on in air tricks. And nowadays, I think sometimes it's not as much of that. It's more rotating instead of making it look kind of unique.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool to see more unique kind of poked out grabs. And then maybe still make it like a mope kind of trick. But no, cool. I like air tricks. Nothing against it.
I think it's interesting because like I would say that a lot of people would probably refer to you as like one of the style gods of wakeboarding. Like very good style, very composed, like everything's teed up, it's all textbook. And I think sometimes most of those guys might not necessarily be the air trick.
Yeah.
Maybe not defenders is the right word, but like think they're cool.
No,
like,
dude, I've done it. So I've been through it. It's how I started. When I started, there were pretty much no rails, no kickers.
Yeah.
So air tricks were sick, and I guess they're still sick. If you go to a cable park, someone gets into wakeboarding, what do they want to do? A tantrum or rayleigh? Like it's what they want to do.
Yeah. Fly through the air. People like flying through the air.
They want to do something explosive, something extreme. Yeah. I do think though, I think it's important to state out, I think air tricks belong before the motor tower.
Specifically there.
Well, I don't think they belong necessarily in a stretch full of rails.
Well, they don't belong because it's also just not a good place to do it.
Well, I guess don't belong is maybe a strong statement, but I feel like if you have nice places to do air tricks, it's sick to do them there. But if you throw them everywhere, it's kind of like slaloming. It kind of sucks to ride. If you have to look behind, if someone is gonna throw one out of the corner and maybe smack you off the rail with it. Yeah. But on the same hand, I guess, do you?
What would you say if you're worried about getting smacked off a rail from an air trick? Are you just like a weak wakeboarder where you just can't handle it?
No,
it
has nothing to do with it.
I believe that. Okay.
No.
But I think that there are better spots. I mean, obviously, there's better spots at cables to do air tricks than others. Like in the middle of a long straight is like the worst spot to do an air trick. So like shouldn't even do it there anyways. So yeah, that's a good point.
No, but the spot like after the motor tower, for example, which is it's quite a common spot still.
Yeah.
Because it's close to the shore, close to the dock. But it just sucks if you have someone behind you throwing a fat ass Rayleigh or S-bend, and then you're like trying to I don't know, ride a handrail or do like a phone box transfer or something.
For some reason, it also like looks weird to me right after the motor tower. I don't know if that's because I'm so used to seeing them before, but like to me, it's weird when you like come around the motor tower and then you do it. It's like, I don't know. That could be a personal thing.
Yeah, I can still appreciate it though. It looks nice air trick.
You could always make it look nice. Yeah, exactly. That's everything can look cool. You just got to make it look cool.
Dude, front flip, tail grab to blind, or
one of the best looking
like a KGB tail grab. Those I feel like we would always say that in our friends group as well. Like those never get old. If you boost one of those out of the motor tower and there's a terrace full of people, they're all like, "Whoa, sick!" With a railie as well, but feels nicer with a front flip.
Yeah, you grab it too.
Yeah, it's better. Feels better.
All right, let's talk J-Star because J-Star was what Jobe became, right?
I think so.
So, but you were pretty young. I feel like when I saw an article where you signed with J-Star.
Yeah.
And you were a little kid, little Sammy.
Yeah,
so
dude,
like,
I think it was like 13.
So like, let's run through some first sponsors because was J-Star right up there and one of the first sponsors you had?
I think my first one ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd that happen? Like, what's the deal? You getting paid? When you start getting paid? What's up?
I don't know if they ever paid me.
Jobe or J-Star?
Jobe. I never really.
You never got paid from Jobe?
J-Star, Jobe. No, I think. Well, I think it was like 13. 13 when I started with them.
Yeah.
After my first national, I think. Yeah. Or second national. No, like fourth. I don't know anymore, actually.
Whatever, yeah.
Doesn't matter. But anyway, I started young with them. They were my first sponsor. And I was getting gear. I was super stoked on gear. Things were going great. Like, I was learning new tricks. I was competing, going to some new events all the time, like sometimes maybe international events. Joby popped in. Sick. It was cool. And I think, if not straight at the beginning or later, a couple of years, we started with some incentive kind of things.
Okay.
Where you can like earn some money if you get a page in a magazine or two, or a cover. Maybe you bring out a video part, you get paid for views. And I think maybe I got a travel budget at the very end.
Oh, at the very end with Joby.
Yeah, last 2 years.
Right before it exploded. Because John was saying, I just talked to him the other day, John Dryling, he was on Joby at the same time you were. And he was saying that he got, I think it was $500 a video as long as the video was featured on like a major publication.
Yeah, so you would get money if your video would get published on one of the what was it, Wakeboarding Mag, Alliance, I think Unleashed.
Unleashed was there, yeah.
Wake World, and I think there was one more.
Yeah.
So you could earn like 1,000.
He said there was 5, like big publications.
And I think it was 200.
Or was it 200?
200 a mag.
Maybe Johnny D negotiated a bigger deal. But
I don't know.
No, I think it was 200.
I never negotiated anything. It's just always like, oh, okay, yeah. I wasn't the best negotiator, but
yeah. So, anyways, you get
but
money.
You could make good money on it. Especially, I've heard some stories like in the beginning there were no limits.
Yeah,
and people milked out that system. But I don't know, like, I didn't make that many videos. I didn't understand to milk out that system or whatsoever. So I made a video a year, and I'd be stoked on it. Like, sick. I put a lot of work in it, and like it's finished, and then I would earn 1,000 on it or do my best to get it published.
Yeah,
on different websites. But I didn't think about maybe doing 5 or 6 videos a year, and maybe have lower quality and not care and just get it published and cash on it.
Yeah.
But
if you knew that, would you have done that anyways?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of where
I didn't know it. I didn't feel it, but I still wouldn't feel it. Like, it's just not the way I kind of want to.
I probably wouldn't feel good about it.
No, it doesn't feel satisfying.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a shitty way to earn the money, I think, like I wakeboard because I love it and because I want to do my best for it and like push myself.
You do it for you, not for $500 on a video. That
I don't know. I guess if you're playing soccer, you start doing it for you, but then at the end you start doing it for, I don't know, 500,000 or €1 million.
It's a little different when the money is that big.
Okay, I guess you have to attend some more trainings than you would like to sometimes.
Yeah.
But wakeboarding is not the case. So it's more, you do it for you. But I mean, some other people they might think different. It's also okay.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about like the end of Joby, I guess, while we're on this, because it seemed, I at least thought this was like, what, 2018 or something, 2017, where it was like, seemed to be going pretty good. Like,
they were good.
People were hyped on the gear, I thought. Like, I thought the bindings, I never rode them, but people seemed to think they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
They were different. Like,
they broke
for sure.
all the time. They were just so weak.
Okay.
But
were they fun to ride though? Like the bindings were good to ride.
I love to ride those. It was hard to get used to.
Yeah.
But then once I got used to them, I was like, cool. Sick. I had a hard time to get used to different bindings again. Like
After.
Yeah. But they were going well with their boards. Like they had a solid lineup, which they struggled with because they used to have like cable boards with fins.
Yeah.
And then the way to develop to finless cable boards that were flexy and not breaking, it was not super smooth. They needed a couple of years, but at that point they had a pretty sick lineup with a couple of good boards that would last a good amount of time. People were liking the boards. They came up with the bindings. Those were a shit show because they kept breaking. And after that, it was actually funny. I think they offered this to John as well and to me as well to have like Pro Model Board Edition. And then they pulled the plug.
Really?
Yeah.
So like to me, like an outsider looking in, it like was all going pretty well. Maybe the bindings not as much, but like the brand as a whole, like there were some. I mean, Nick Gers was on the team, correct? Like John, like you, like
they're a pretty good team.
There were names.
I think Yonel was also on the team.
Yonel was definitely
I don't know if he
on
was
the
still
team.
riding actually, but
he was right on the cusp of like when it was going down. But like that's, I mean, it's a lot of big names.
But
from all
I
over the
think
world.
I think it happened to more brands. Like we've been talking about it. Like they've pulled so much money from different pouches, different sports or different kind of incomes to push their wakeboarding and to pay other riders well, I think.
Which is cool. Like it's admirable.
Which is cool, but then at some point they realized, I guess, well, I don't know, we've been doing this for a couple of years and now it's not giving us something back or we don't see like a certain amount of growth.
Yeah.
So they're like, I guess it's not working. If we put in this much effort and money and it's not growing the way we expected or wanted to grow, then I guess it's not working.
Yeah, it's like you take all the money from like these weird tube sales or life jacket sales,
example.
which sell a lot every year because it's just the things that people need. And then you funnel that money into the wakeboarding. But then after a couple of years, you're like, oh, we're putting all this money into wakeboarding, but the wakeboards aren't selling like to support the money we're putting into it. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. Like, you know,
it's just a small market, you know. At the end, it's a small market. So, yeah, you can put as much money in as you want, but it doesn't mean you're getting it back. Yeah, sure. Over a certain amount of years, you'll get it back. But
it takes a lot longer than
it takes a lot longer than you might expect because there's just so many people buying a board.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so still with Joby though, it's going decently. It seems from the outside looking in. Then what happens? It's just like it comes to a crashing halt. It comes to an end.
Like honestly, I don't even clearly remember how it ended. But like, they ended. Like they were like, we're still gonna sell cable boards, but we're not gonna have any marketing budget anymore.
Yeah.
So no more team riders, no more budget for any marketing of the cable kind of side. So that meant the cable team was out. I think Ariano Blanik was riding for the cable team, but he could ride boat as well. So they kind of transferred him to the boat team. I think that was the only cable rider that stayed.
Okay.
Well, besides that, everyone else, had to.
It was a good amount of people. Like I feel like
it was a good amount of people. Yeah,
it was over. Yeah, for a little bit, which is.
And it was pretty. I remember it was pretty unexpected.
Abrupt. Yeah, it seemed very much abrupt.
Like I didn't see it coming back then.
Really? Okay. Yeah. So then I guess we're still talking about this, so we might as well. But like, what happens after that? Like, you probably still have a good amount of gear from Joby. So like, are you gonna ride that? Do you ride that out for a little bit? Or
like, I had some gear from Joby, but it would still break. Like I remember, I was riding my old boards. I brought 2 boards to Thailand. I broke them both, and ended up riding Gino's board. Broke that too. And then I remember there was the year where they stopped. So I went in winter to Thailand, did my season. I would buy boards, Joby boards. because
Really?
I wanted to ride the same board that I was used to ride.
Yeah.
So I would buy it.
Did you get like a discount on it from anybody, or like
No, I
you're
don't-
straight up
I
full
don't think
pop?
so. No.
Okay.
It is.
So you're supporting the industry.
Or maybe I
Well,
bought it through a shop that gave me discount.
Are you painting these units? You're painting these, right?
Hmm?
Are you painting them? Spray painting them? So does it
Yeah,
say
I
Jobe?
was
Okay.
spray painting them. Yeah.
Sweet.
But then I remember I bought one before Europeans. The last Europeans I did in Poland, and I bought it and I brought it out there and it snapped in 2 days. I was so pissed. It was the only board I brought. I was like, "Come on, guys! Like,
damn it.
I brought this board only for these. What is it? 5 days?
Yeah.
And it's done." Yeah, I was not stoked.
And is that the only one you brought to that contest, or did you bring a couple extra? Or
No, I only had one. I had to buy him. I didn't have 2 boards anymore. I brought 1 board and it broke, and I still rode the contest on it. But I was pretty pissed.
How'd you do in the contest? You remember?
Pretty good. Yeah, I think I got second there.
Okay, would have won with a nice board though, a fresh board for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't completely satisfied, but anyway, yeah.
Okay,
that
so
was it.
I think
Ended
we,
up buying them.
which is wild to me. I think it's
Yeah.
fascinating. I'm good. It's sick you spray painted them because obviously like giving money to the company that dropped you and then also like advertising for
that
free
felt-
that you're still riding their
That
boards.
felt terrible. Yeah, that
That'd be
felt,
crazy to me.
that felt pretty bad.
I think we'll move into like some other sponsors you had after that, like different like board sponsors and all that stuff. But I think we do need to touch on the IWWF days because I teased it earlier a little bit. So if you're ever bored and you want to just have a nice night, watch some of Sam's IWWF runs. They're like the stuff you do on the Rainbow Box. I think it was in like Dubai or some shit.
What on this
like-
World Cup? That was
so
in
yeah,
China.
forever ago.
Where they pretty much only had a rainbow.
Well, yeah,
box.
IWF was notorious for having the best setups,
Yeah.
like the best rails. Everything was the sickest back in the day. Still to this day, too, pretty sick. So you got creative on the setup. Which is
Yeah. You gotta do what you get, you know.
The progression of that Sam to the current one, I think, is fascinating to just think about. But, okay, let's just talk about IWWF because like you did a lot of contests. So like,
Yeah.
I guess why was that just like the progression of where the career you were going after was, or like what?
Yeah, like when I got into wakeboarding, I started learning tricks. I started doing small comps. Comps got bigger. I kept watching YouTube videos, Nick Davis all the time, dude, all the time. Like I was inspired. I was sick. Shout out Nick Davis,
Yeah.
man. And I just wanted to get there. Like I wanted to do Rally 5s and stuff. And I remember when I grew up, there was another kid riding with me, and sometimes I would go with his dad and him to the park, and the kid would be like, "Really? You really want to learn a Rally?" And I was like, "Of course, man. Of course I want to learn all that stuff." And he was not having it. But I always wanted to push and push and push. And contests definitely helped me. They were like a measurement for me, like how I was progressing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed like competing, going back home, training, competing, training. And yeah, that's how it went for quite a long time, I would say.
Okay, so like contest wise though, were you like a serious contest guy where you show up to the contest and if you don't win, like my day's fucking ruined? Or was it like I'm going here, having a good time with the boys, see how I do?
No, I was more of a serious one.
You're pretty serious.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
not like if I didn't win, my day wasn't gone.
Yeah.
But if I ended up riding bad, I was pretty pissed. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to do my thing, and I was pretty good with my nerves to like getting everything under control and doing my thing. But yeah, I could definitely get pretty down if it did not go how I wanted it or expected it to. So I was more of
Yeah.
a serious contest guy, pretty quiet. Yeah.
So you would consider, at least back then, yourself a contest rider, like specifically a contest rider, would you say?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I had fun. I was enjoying the fact of improving my skills and like doing contests. Yeah. And like going up the ladder.
Going up the ladder.
Yeah.
So, what would you like? What was the vibe at the IWF contest back then? Like, there like wasn't a whole lot of rails. There was a lot of air tricks. Like, did you feel like you fit in and was like you were stoked to ride in them, or was it more of like, this is the path I want to do the contest rider? I want to see where I stack up against.
it was pretty
everybody
much the
else?
path also.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was not like it was the path, the direction I had, and like I was never that much about hanging out and chilling and like having fun around. Like I was purely wakeboard focused.
Yeah,
Driven, yeah, and that's what I enjoy. Like when Europeans, you have all these nationalities, many riders who are still riding, you know, who maybe also changed path, like Peacocks or Joe Battle Day, you know, they used to do all that stuff, and we always used to be together.
Yeah.
So it was always fun to, you know, see similar faces, but I was never the guy who would hang out the most or like spend late nights somewhere. I think till I was like at least 18, 17, 18, pretty much. I was very quiet and just very driven to progress and ride contests. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
And we'll get into this progression. I think this is actually a great time. We dive into a guest question
All
from
right.
Gino Wetzels. I think this is the perfect time.
Hey.
Thanks for having me on this podcast as a questioner. And hey, Sam, I'm so hyped you're on this podcast. Like, I mean, you could have told us before so we could have prepared a bit. Because, I don't know, I've been thinking about the question now for a few hours. And I feel like I know so much stuff about you, spending time with you, traveling and wakeboarding, doing Lemonade Normal with Liam and you, and just being friends. So I thought, okay, let's go back in the days where, like, I would say 10 years ago, where we didn't know each other that well yet. And you were riding Jobe, farthest stance possible, doing the biggest air tricks. You had like KGB 5s on lock every lap before competition, double grab heel front 9s. And then from one another day, you uploaded an Instagram video where you had the most narrow stance possible, which was also only possible on those Jobe boards because they had this weird binding system. But you had the most narrow stance possible. And since ever then, you have this style. I don't know where you got it from and how you adapted so quick, but you had the style you have today. This like grabbing everything a few seconds longer, tweaking the tail grabs and melons and stale fish, and you still stomped every trick the same way. No water sprays, you just stomped it. And I never talked with you about it, and I wonder until today, when did this flip switch? And how did you adapt so quick? And if I have time for another question, I know what was inspiring you back in the day, and I know you are working on a few projects right now. I don't know how much I can go there into detail and if you even talked about it already, but yeah, what inspires you today to be Sam De Haan, to be the athlete and the man you are? And then there's another question I have asked you already a few times, but you were never giving me an answer on it, and I was wondering, maybe you know it now. How many letters does the alphabet have? I'm kidding. Guys, thanks for having me. It's 2 minutes. I need to stop the recording. Enjoy your podcast, and hope to see you very soon.
Sick.
I think we
So
start with
sick.
the alphabet.
Dude, 32?
36.
Okay, pretty close. I generally didn't know.
Now
You
I'm-
never asked me this, ever.
The alphabet? He's never asked you the alphabet.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I
well,
don't know. Maybe I've forgotten it, but I don't think he ever asked me this.
now I'm questioning that it's 36. It might be 32.
I don't think anyone ever asked me this.
He kind of steered you there a little
That's
bit.
cool.
All right. So we'll go from. I think he brings up a good point, though. Like wide stance, air trick, IWWF,
Yeah.
bam. And then all of a sudden one day, Instagram edit, skinny stance. You got style. What happened?
I don't even know how that went, man. Like, I definitely remember how my perspectives on wakeboarding changed over the years. Like we just talked, I've been this contest guy all the time. And I think that's been like at least seven years solid focus. And then I kind of opened my eyes to like rails came up, rail riding came up. I was like, okay, cool. I can do all these air tricks. I can do kickers well. And I'm like, I want to ride rails. I want to get good at those. And that was when my first trip to Seedup went off. I was like, I got to go there. I want to learn how to ride rails and get all those tricks.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way as how I did everything else. I learned all those real kind of stuff that I wanted to do or had seen. And at that, I think 2 years later, after that, I was kind of over that too. It's kind of not over it, but I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's now? Like I was looking for something new again, and that's I think when the style thing kind of came in. Before that, I never thought about that.
Interesting.
Very interesting, dude. Like when I was growing up, I was living in such a bubble. I've never seen any of the Shred Town or X Games parts. Like that was never in my bubble for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like pretty much tunnel vision. So at some point I was like getting more flow in my riding, but I don't know how that switched. Like he says it right. Like I put my stance narrower, and I think I paid more attention on how things were done.
Yeah.
So I started like, I don't know, looking at things, how they were done, how I liked things, and observing things as well. It's something I definitely created by myself, which it didn't come naturally when I started, for example, you know?
Style, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I never saw it around me either.
Yeah.
Everyone was just doing stuff. No one cared about how anything looked. And at some point, there was a point where I started to think like, okay, this is interesting. I think it's interesting to see how people move their bodies. So it's more than just a trick. It's like how you do something and how you make your body move to do a certain something. And but I don't know how it went like this. I guess it doesn't feel like it went like that either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely moved my stance skinnier and just went with it, and yeah.
So do you think style is natural, or do you think style is like learned, or do you think it's in between?
It's in between, I think. Like some people have it naturally looks nice, but maybe they've done other board sports already that they've been in touch with, so they've seen different kind of things.
Yeah.
I think what you see around you influences you a lot. So if you maybe come out from a skate or snowboard background, you've already been influenced a lot more with style, I think, as from a wakeboard background necessarily.
Yeah.
Especially back then. But I think it's definitely something you can develop. Like it's not something if you don't have it, you're never gonna have it. Like you develop your own style.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think some people like almost chalk it up to as you're like born with style. You either like walk out the womb with it or you don't have it. And I think it's definitely like right in the middle. It's there's definitely natural style. You'll see somebody wakeboard for the first time, you'll be like, oh, you look good.
Yeah.
Like, and you haven't done it.
Yeah.
Or you look bad, like, and you haven't done it.
Yeah.
But you can learn. And
For
you
sure,
can watch.
everyone can learn, you know. It's just about if you want to do it and how you process it. Like I said, I just kept watching about things that I liked, but especially during that time, I catch myself, like I was watching less and less wakeboarding and more skating, for example.
Yeah.
Like they were favorite skaters that I would love watching the way how they would skate, and I just wanted to get myself to a point where I would make my wakeboarding tricks look maybe similar.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'm really satisfied about how this looks and how I ride away, or like how the whole thing looks. And from that moment, I think I just focused on that. Like it was either that or it was nothing.
You mean you were like kind of not done with wakeboarding, but just like what's the next
I mean,
thing?
From that point, it was either we get something that was like fully satisfying. We're like, sick, I'm super stoked on this.
Yeah.
And if it was not that, it was nothing.
So you mean perfection, basically, though?
Yeah, super perfection.
Okay.
Yeah, it always had to be. I mean, but this already started when I was young. When I was young, when I was learning back rolls.
Yeah.
If I would crash one back roll, I would have to do 10. Land 10.
Yeah.
From myself. So there were days I ended up doing 60 back rolls.
Because you would crash.
Because I crashed 6 times.
10 more.
Yeah. And it was always like whether I was training, competing, or learning my first kind of rails like back twos on or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or whether I was developing my own style, it's always been pretty much perfectionism from my side. I always wanted to get to a certain point. Until then, I was not.
It's black and white. like whether you land a trick or you don't. Like it's
much.
very black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I feel the same way with that. So, all right, part 2 of Gino's question.
Yeah.
What inspires you today?
What inspires me today?
Yeah.
I think I feel like I still would love to winch more. And this is not for anyone, but this for me, it's a very fun thing which I would love to explore more. Put more time into it. And yeah, besides that, I would love to leave something behind, which is more than just been riding good for some years. You know how it's like, if you be like, I don't know, any kind of rider who used to ride, like I could, for example, riders who I used to ride with that quit when they were 19. And I'd be like, they were sick riders. Yeah, but that's how everyone sees a rider when they quit riding. Like 10 years later, yeah, that was a sick rider. Yeah, I don't think he rides anymore. I would love to give something to the community more, to the wakeboard community, than just riding.
What do you mean? Like video parts?
Parts, but also like maybe, I don't know, something for the new generation or something for people. I don't know, a product but like kind of stay in the environment. Even if you don't ride anymore, you still do something else for the community.
I got a question. Are you ever gonna stop wakeboarding?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. I think especially the older I get, maybe at some point I take some distance. I could imagine that. But then I think at that point, riding laps at the local cable park will get more fun as well again.
When you're kind of like out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cruising. I don't know.
Yeah, the feeling of just skipping across the water, I just still don't see it getting old.
No.
Like it's just still like, maybe separation at a certain point and then coming back and be like, oh, this was still so fucking fun. Yeah. Like, doing it just for me. It's just so fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is still super fun. Yeah. It's super fun.
All right. Let's talk about the Netherlands scene for a little bit. So how would you compare the scene here to other European countries and maybe even America?
Well, America, I don't know enough about. Like I think
fuck America.
I think the Valdosta scene was
Yeah.
sick. Like great vibe, community, and all that stuff was cool. But in Europe, I think Germany has got a very good scene. They've got a lot of cable parks,
Yeah.
a lot of communities. I think. I think in the Netherlands it's not as much. I think there's a lot less budget also for cable parks, I guess.
Do you know how many there are in the Netherlands, full size?
Like 17.
17?
Yeah,
Okay. It's almost 20.
Dude, there's a lot. Like the country is like 3 hours from north to south.
Yeah.
So I would say if you drive an hour, you would always find 3 parks in your radius.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I would say an hour drive is like the max of like a local park. At least in my brain. Of like,
yeah, but then you can find 3. But usually there is one like half an hour away from you.
Yeah.
Except Amsterdam area, there's not so many. But the rest of the Netherlands, there's quite a lot.
It's pretty spread out throughout the whole country where you could.
And there's a
be
lot,
anywhere.
man. 17, like for such a small country.
Yeah.
But then like most of them are not that fun to wakeboard.
What do you mean? Why is that?
They don't really have a fun park. It's like quite a few of them are older parks as well. They're pretty low. They're very tall, very long, and they don't have a lot of rails.
Yeah.
And development is also not really there. Like there's not really many more rails coming. So obviously at those parks there's not much of a community either, especially no wakeboard community.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Italy, France, Germany, they've got much bigger
Solid
communities and the whole aspect of the sport. But I feel like since I've started, it's been going down a bit here, and now it's going up.
Why do you think it went down, and then why do you think it's going back up now? I think it's really interesting.
Maybe it's also my own perspective, because back then I was in it more.
Yeah.
So I was experiencing things happening here. Like there was this contest tour going on in the Netherlands. Surely national team was there, Europeans, and I feel like at this point, it's not as all of those things are not as big and happening as it was back then.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I surely see people putting effort and time and trying to make things happen, to organize a contest or like put work in some things. So yeah, I think it feels like it's a bit less as, I don't know, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
But I see people putting effort, so it has to go in the right direction somehow.
100%.
Yeah.
Favorite park in the Netherlands to ride?
Roermond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second favorite. Gotta be honest here.
Yeah.
Gotta be honest here.
I don't know. Like the second one is way harder.
So the second one's way further down than Roermond.
Yeah, Roermond I enjoy because it's just a nice cable. You know, it's the newest cable, I think.
Okay.
So it's a nice pool.
Yeah.
And it just makes the ride way more enjoyable.
Yeah, you don't have to say second if there isn't like a clear second.
Second,
that's fine.
there's no clear second.
Okay.
There's
that's fair.
a handful of parks which I
Like
take
riding.
some laps at,
Yeah.
with Roermond is.
Roermond's number one. Okay. Noted. Is the Netherlands the best spot in the world to go winching?
I think yeah.
Like if you were to pick one country or region.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Because it's small. We've got so much water here, so many spots. So if you want to do a winch trip and you come from a different country, go here.
Yeah.
If you live here, well, you live here, so you winch here, then okay, go somewhere else, because I think in the Netherlands it's pretty similar, a lot of spots. Like we don't have very big drops, for example.
Because you don't have a lot of elevation change.
Exactly.
It's
we don't have
yeah.
many weirs.
Yeah.
So not many, like I've never seen like a weir here pretty much.
A weir is like a spillway or like
Yeah.
a dam with a waterfall.
Yeah. So no down ledges, many, or like
Yeah.
nothing big concrete in your face kind of thing, which the US has, for example.
Got a lot of that shit, yeah.
Like there's massive spillways and stuff. We don't have any of that, but we've got a lot of rails.
Yeah.
A lot of rails.
You have a lot of infrastructure like rails, concrete next to water.
Yeah.
Oh, like so much of it.
Yeah, because we've got so much water.
Yeah.
So we didn't get rid of the water and just build stuff next to it. So there's a lot of stuff, but it gets repetitive, I would say.
Okay.
Like it's rails, wall rides, ledges, and there's for wake skate. I think wake skate is very good here.
This has got to be the number one. This has got to be the wake skate.
Wake skate,
winching
yeah,
mecca.
because the drops that we have, they're usually like 1.5 meters, 2,
Yeah.
which for wake skate it's sick, I think, or a meter. For wakeboard it's kind of, I don't know.
Not
I don't
really
feel,
much you can
I don't
do.
feel like doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for wake skating there's a lot of.
So like
Cool
specifically, winching spots here in the Netherlands, like if you could boil it down to like 2 or 3 like feature types, would it be wall rides, handrails, and it's like those are the 2 dominant kind of things you have?
And ledges.
And ledges. So those 3, like the big, like if you're trying to film on those 3 things, that this would be.
Yeah, if you want to get tricks on those 3 things,
Yeah.
like if you come from the US and you can't find a proper rail to get a nice trick on, come to Holland and you find plenty.
So let's talk quickly kick out vibes, because like what are the kick out vibes here in the Netherlands if you're winching?
They're pretty chill. Yeah, they're pretty chill. Like sometimes they, especially if someone complains, police will come and they will probably tell you can't be doing that there.
Yeah.
And that's it. There you go.
Do they tell you to
Maybe you
leave?
get another try. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually they tell you to leave.
And you gotta leave.
Yeah. And if you would keep doing it,
They wouldn't be happy.
eventually they would give you a fine maybe. But it happens rarely, I would say.
So okay, do you think they
Yeah.
just drive by and they see it and they're like, yeah,
People who drive by usually don't care.
They don't
It's
care.
usually people who are living at the spot
Gotcha.
and care about a bird or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
The environment, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question. I don't know. You could take this in whatever direction you want, but I'm curious on what you think the next decade of winching could look like. Maybe specifically in the Netherlands or just in general, because I think I was at Street Jam for the first time this year and it like opened my eyes up to what winching really can look
Yeah.
like now that we have electric winches and like the shape kicker was pretty dialed, and like everything is like kind of seeming to fall into place in terms of like street winch wakeboarding is like a viable thing now. So like, what do you think the next decade, 10 years could kind of look like?
Dude, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like, I hope it would turn into more people filming street parts, and then I hope the level would kind of like, or increase, as in terms of like getting only proper tricks on it.
Yeah.
In the streets. But then on the other hand, I don't know if the rest of the wakeboard community, because it's a small group. Like, I don't know if they can get it or can get into it. Or
you mean the average dude at the cable park?
If it would make such a big impact, if wakeboarding could turn into a sport where street parts like play a big role.
Yeah.
Because I think it's cool, but I think everyone would need to put their time and effort in it, like all brands as well, to make this happen. Because if that doesn't happen, if brands don't put into it, like Mystic is doing a very good job.
Super good job. I would say the best in wakeboarding.
Yeah. This is really cool. But if all the brands would do this, like make it more of a standard, then things would change. If it would be more of a standard as well, like, hey, cool, you're good at wakeboarding, that's sick, but let's film some street clips, and then see how it goes. Or like, I mean, if you start sponsoring people on street clips instead of only being good at the park, then things will change. But maybe in the next decade, 10 years is a long time. So I think a lot of things could change.
I mean, I don't see it going backwards. Like I said, there's not going to be less winching, I don't think, in the next 10 years. Like, I think it's only going to get more popular.
I think so.
Because it's easier to do with the electric winches. I think they're expensive, but they're still...
You can share them.
They're affordable. You're
not going to winch alone anyway.
You get 6 guys or whatever, Yeah. But, I think that's a good point where it's like, if the brands fund bigger projects that are street-focused, you'll see like this section of wakeboarding continue to grow, and more eyes will continue to look on it year after year, where it's like, oh, this is like the standard. Like you said, I think that's a really good point of like, the standard is if you're filming a part, it's street part. Like,
for example, you could, not everyone wants to ride street.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, but then you also get to the point where people who do want to ride street, who do want to put their effort in it, they get to focus on it more. Because they get like, okay, cool, you're doing that, and that's cool, that's fine with us. You do you. Whereas I guess it's more coming to this point right now, but I guess a couple of years ago it would be like, okay, cool that you're doing this, but what about, I don't know, what about your Instagram clips, or what about your comp results? Or it wasn't as recognized, which I think it's getting more recognized right now, and I only hope it's getting more recognized in the future.
Yeah, I think so, and I don't think the social media thing's ever going to die. I think it's very much so here to stay, but I feel like it's kind of like plateauing or fizzling out in a sense of like, you post a reel every day, like that's great, but like if you also come together at the end of the year and have like one of the heaviest video sections, I think that can like almost make a resurgence in the sense of importance in like board sales and gear sales and all that stuff, like getting eyeballs on it. So I think it's really interesting to think about, because winching to me is like the coolest, quote unquote, most spectacular part of, cable wakeboarding, street wakeboarding. So
but I think, then there's a lot of people who think different. They think a rally is the most spectacular part.
Facts.
So, and this is the kind of thing, it's hard to discuss, because a rally is cool too,
Yeah.
And then getting a sick winch clip is also cool. What's better? Nothing's better, man.
I guess where like my brain goes is like, winching is objectively interesting to watch. You can't show winching to somebody and they'll be like, oh, that's boring, or like, they might not understand it, but it's cool. Like the environment is always different that you're filming in. Yeah. All like aspects are always different. The rail's different. The kicker's different. Like the drop's different. Like everything's different. So it's very entertaining. So I think even if you don't want to go winching, which is totally fine if you just want to ride park, that's do whatever you want to do. But I think all park riders, I would imagine, would look at winching and be like, yeah, that's entertaining me.
Yeah.
Because it's similar to what I do
Yeah.
at the cable, but it's like 10 times more entertaining.
Yeah.
So in the next decade, I think it would make sense that it grows more. But
Yeah.
Who
No,
knows?
I do. I can only imagine it will grow.
yeah.
Yeah. I cannot clearly imagine where it would be in a decade, which
Yeah.
I hope it would be at the points which I just mentioned, but I can only imagine it will grow.
Who knows? It'd be cool, like, to sit here in 10 years and be like, yeah, there's like 8 street parts coming out
Dude,
this
like,
spring.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's
Legit
sick,
ones.
right? Like, and for sure, if you compare it to other sports, wakeboarding is a bit more limited and stuff, but you can still get there. And there's amazing spots out there that there's tons of tricks that haven't been done. And, like, so many new spots still to discover.
So many. Yeah.
It's cool, and it's just fun. It's just a fun aspect of wakeboarding as well.
It's super fun. It's a lot of effort, but it's
playing
fun.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love to play outside?
At the end of the day, you're tired, but it feels good.
Yeah. And you got accomplished something.
Yeah.
People
Well,
think it's
even
cool.
if not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you didn't get anything you wanted to, you still been playing outside and you
Yeah.
had fun, and it feels good.
True. And then you got that little bit of hunger left to go get it, get it
Exactly.
done.
You go again.
So, all right. I think it's a good time we dive into the LF'n Wheel of Questions presented by Liquid Force. So,
The LF'n Wheel of Questions.
Okay, let's go.
Liquid Force likes to make wakeboarding fun. So, let's make this podcast a little bit more fun by spinning the LF'n Wheel of Questions. So, huge shout out to Liquid Force. So, we're on the road, so we don't have the actual physical wheel that we can spin, but we have an e-wheel here. So, all right, so let's spin the wheel. So we got some classics on here: hot take, milk chug, make a movie, steal a trick. We do have fresh milks for a milk chug. I know you are a milk connoisseur, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a spin.
I'm kind of bummed that
See
you
what we
don't
got.
get to spin.
I know
the
you gotta
physical one,
come to
man.
America for that. So, steal a trick.
Steal a trick.
Steal a trick. What do we got?
Mm.
So you can pick any trick from anybody, and steal it.
Damn.
Here, pull this.
Oh well, I'm thinking hard about it, but I've just seen it last week. I think I would steal this nose grab double half cap from Matty Munson.
Oh,
dude, it's so sick.
wow.
Like, yeah, I would take it.
A double. You're taking a double.
Yeah.
You're taking a double. I like it.
Give it to me. Dude, I've never landed any doubles in my life. It's been on my bucket list for a long time.
You haven't landed a toe side double back roll.
Nah, I hate toes double back roll. Toes back roll. I don't like it.
If you were to try a double, and like if you had one that you think you could land, what would it be?
Double Mexican.
Really?
Yeah, I've been trying those.
Okay.
Like I had like 8 tries.
I guess you got a really good roll to blind.
And then I was looking at it and I was like, hey, cool. I looked at like a couple and I was like, I think I've got the momentum wrong. But I've never learned how to double on a trampoline,
Yeah.
which is all my kicker tricks that I learned when I was young. I've learned on the trampoline. And then I did them so many times there, then took them to the kicker and it was like second or third try. And that was it.
Yeah.
It's just the same thing. Double flips I never done. So I don't have the consciousness in the air really.
Yeah.
So I looked at those clips of me falling. I was like, okay, I think I've got the momentum wrong of spinning. So I did one again a couple of days later. Spin faster. Like I came fully around, but I was just tucked in, grabbing, landing like this.
Okay.
And like completely overextended my
Need a little more
knees.
time.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, hurt my knee. Never tried it again.
Interesting. You guys don't have XL kickers here though, so maybe if you pop.
I think
on
we do
it-
have one.
Oh, you do?
At some park, yeah. But yeah, not really.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I'm not really. I still love to ride kickers, but it's not a must anymore. Like I don't ride them for the sake of it. I just ride.
You gotta be feeling it. You gotta be feeling it.
Yeah, I only ride them when the kicker and the cable together work nice, so it feels good.
Today, did the kicker and cable work?
Yeah,
nice?
I love the
It did.
kicker setup
Okay.
with down under.
Okay.
It's very good now. So like,
Yeah.
you edge, you float, you land.
Yeah.
It is a nice feeling. If you edge, you jump, and you drop, without the floating part, it's just not that much
No,
fun.
that's the worst.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's just flat. It hurts. So we got an LF'n wild card from the crew at Liquid Force. So they're wondering who do you think is the most underrated rider in Europe or Netherlands? You could go either way, but I kind of wanted to open it up to all of Europe.
Underrated rider in Europe. I think it's Katinka. Yeah. I think it's Katinka.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And all of
I
Europe,
think
yeah.
so. Yeah, I think she's ripping, you know? She's ripping the streets. She's ripping contests. She's ripping the cable. And, yeah.
Easy.
I think she's there for it.
Just like that?
Yeah, dude. Like, I've been thinking hard, and, like, there's many people underrated, I think. But if I have to think about the most underrated one, I think it's Katinka.
What do you think makes somebody, like, properly rated?
I don't know. I think if you, for sure, you get appreciated by your brand that you're working with, but also like if your brand's proud to have you on the team and like making sure they showcase it.
Yeah.
And like if it's like a political game, right? Brands, magazines, all these kind of things. And if you're putting yourself out there, you're working hard, and you get appreciations by those factors that you don't really have an influence on. You're not going to be like to your sponsor, hey, post me or whatsoever, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that either.
Asking for it ruins it, yeah.
Yeah, asking for it ruins it. But if your partners, your board sponsor, whatsoever, a magazine, publishing you proudly and be like, yo, we're stoked to have you, we're proud of you. I feel like that makes you feel good, makes you feel appreciated, makes you feel seen. Yeah, if you don't get a lot of that, or if you're doing really good, and I think you deserve that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's well put. I think it definitely does have a huge day and age, like now in this day and age, like brands, like the brand fully backing a rider and like being stoked on everything they do and showing that is definitely the way to like, yeah, that guy or that girl is like very much so rated for how they should be.
Yeah, I have the feeling, sometimes I have the feeling you have to overdo so much to get that appreciation, or to be like not underrated.
You mean like not overwork, but like work super hard, go all in, like push everything?
No, I think that's a lot of people do that.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Your end result has to be so much above to be appreciated very well. And if it's maybe a little bit lower, maybe between, then it's very hard to get the appreciation. And I think for sure there's only like a couple of examples that rise so hard above that they get this appreciation pretty much from itself.
Who do you think, like, you got a name?
Yeah, for example, Trent and Gavin, Gunter back in the days as well. Rivers.
Where these people don't like necessarily need any help from anybody. They are truly just
they're like
so high above.
They're so high above
that
they're like they get this appreciation which they well deserve. And I feel like sometimes if you're not at this point, but maybe you're here, let's say you ride all the contests in the year, but maybe you get, let's say, 4th on all of them. You finals, all of them, you get 4th. It's very hard to get this appreciation, I think.
Yeah.
And it's very likely you'll be underrated, even though you're very good. Maybe you're much better than you do in these contests. But it's more likely you get underrated, I think.
Yeah. It kind of like maybe overshadowed isn't the right word, but like overlooked, where it's like
overlooked.
Yeah.
And it's also, I think you have to put so much time into it. Like, it's not like you're good and you're doing good, and at this point you get appreciation. No. I feel like you have to do this and then do it for another couple of years.
It's always backdated.
And keep doing it until you get it. You're going to get it.
Yeah.
But it's going to take time. Like, you're not going to get it when you reach the point that you think you should get it. You're going to get it later.
It's like, it's the resume you're getting paid on, where it's like, you're doing it. And it's like, when's it going to come? It's like, it's going to come when you're like basically ready to give up. Yeah. And it's like, I've put years and years and years. And then, now I'm getting appreciated for what I did the past 8 years. And it's like, well, I don't know. It just takes a long time, I guess.
That's sometimes how it goes. But, but then for other people, it goes well. It goes different. Like if you win every contest, of course, you know you're gonna get so much exposure and hype that of course you're gonna get
someone like
as well.
Like a James Windsor. I feel like came onto the scene like quick and hard and won a lot.
Yeah,
and it was like boom. All right, this is like the next
Exactly.
guy.
Yeah.
But then there's all those other people that are like right behind him, like 2 or 3 places constantly.
and they missed the boat.
Yeah.
They missed the boat. Like, and they will never at that point they won't get the same appreciation as whoever it is this guy would get.
Yeah.
Because this guy's gonna get it for a while. Because he's not stopping either, you know.
Yeah.
So the chance you were gonna get it at the same point is always gonna be smaller.
Yeah. Because you didn't win all the shit that he won too.
Exactly.
So it's like
Maybe
you're always kind of playing catch up for a little bit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's interesting. I think we dive into another guest question from
Who it
Liam.
is? Who it is?
I don't know. Liam Rundholz. I said that. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, sick.
Hey Hunter, yo Sam. I hope that you guys are having a great time doing the podcast together. And yeah, let's get on with it. Sam, what is the square root of 9? I'm just kidding, bro. Between countless breakdowns, late arrivals, and also flat out missed trips. I'm talking about that one time that you were supposed to be at Zion Wake Park together with me. One could say that your car has almost become part of your brand. Yet I'm curious to hear from your side, what is your most memorable car trouble moment? And also, in your whole wakeboarding career, how many of these waterproof Sony or whatever headphones have you already gone through or lost so far? Was curious on that number. All right, guys, have a good one and see you.
Nice. I
Oh,
like this
solid
one.
3 there. Here, we'll
Yeah.
push this.
It's good. Good
That's
question.
perfect.
It's a good question.
So first
Okay.
one, square root of 9. You got this?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Square root of 9.
What is that?
You got this. What number
What's the
times
square
itself
root? What's
is
the
9?
Oh, tree.
Boom, nailed it.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, doesn't know we don't know the alphabet here, but we got some.
No,
math.
I got
We
that.
dialed
Square
in
root of
math.
9. Got that.
What's the most memorable car trouble moment?
Dude, this is an easy one. Like, I was driving up to Christopher Klein, with my car and my dog, and I was supposed to pick him up, and then we were gonna drive to Lithuania together for like 17 hours. I was doing some project there for a week, I think, yeah, and he was coming along. We were going together, so I'm on my way to Chris, and then I think 10 minutes before I get to his place, the clutch cable snaps. I'm like, damn, like nothing's working anymore. Like, kind of fucked. We got that fixed, and then we were like, okay, fuck, let's send it to Lithuania. Then went on the 17-hour drive, and my dog was going with us. So one of us was driving, the other was just sitting on the passenger seat with the dog, with Pete on his lap, like, hey, cool, chilling. And then we did this drive, 17 hours. We made it. We got there, and then it was definitely the most memorable breakdown I have.
Didn't your car just break down?
Yeah, dude, like 4 days ago.
I feel like you have some bad.
I bought
luck,
it. I
maybe.
bought it 2 months ago, and then after 2 months, it just wouldn't start. I was like, damn. And then it's a long story.
That's tough.
Yeah, I called. I got one of those. I called them to pick me up, and I had to pay a lot of money for it to get like a member of one of these clubs, that like help you when you break down.
It seems like you got a shitty car if you need to be a member of a club.
No, it's
call
like
it,
it's like a general club. It's like anyone that breaks down, they help. Like it's a part of how do you say it? Like it's a national kind of company that helps you when you break down,
Okay.
and they offer like
We have something called AAA in America, where you call it and they'll like tow you.
they tow you, they bring you to your house, or they
Yeah.
bring you to a garage. They give you a car to use in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a member, so I broke down. I had to call. I got a member at that point which meant that I had to pay extra and get less options.
Sick.
So they got to my car and like, yeah, couldn't do anything, couldn't fix it. Were only allowed to tow me 25 kilometers because I wasn't a member before I broke down. I was like, well, that's not going to help me anywhere. I live like an hour and a half from here. So, and then I brought it to the garage next day. Yeah. Well, it's good now.
You're fixed now. The expert is fixed.
The expert is fixed.
Okay.
Yeah. Expert is fixed.
Expert's back on the road. Third part of the question, how many Sony they're Walkmans, I'm assuming?
Yeah, those the headphones.
The best ones, I think.
Dude, they're the best ones.
Yeah,
But I've been through so many.
Are you... I'm always curious because I've never dropped a pair in the water and had them sink.
Me many.
You have?
No helmet.
Is it the no helmet or the
no helmet?
Not,
just fly off, bro.
No bucket even.
Huh?
Like not even the Bangproof.
No.
It's just when you go rock.
Yeah, there were parks where not many not many anymore today, but there were some parks they would just didn't care.
Yeah.
And there was not much of a commercial park going. It was just mainly riders at the park, and they would just let you do what you wanted to do. They wouldn't care. So yeah, definitely lost a couple at Gold Cable, Star Wake as well. Yeah.
Gold Cable was the turkey one.
Yeah.
Okay. That one looks sick.
Dude, it was, I think, the best park I've ever been to.
Really?
Fun-wise, yeah, because till the last day, they never had any rules. So, and this is, for me, it makes such a difference. Like, it's so sick. Like, seat up back in the days as well, no rules. I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's, for me.
Feels like you can just show up, do whatever the fuck you want, leave, and it's like, there's no, like, friction to riding.
Exactly.
All you need is put your feet in the board and go.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. And I love that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, in Turkey, in Gold Cable, they had that. And, yeah, it was sick. They closed down at some point. I guess because they had no customers. I guess it had to close down at some point. But
so you got a number though on how many headphones?
Yeah,
you
I think
lost?
that's 10.
10. Yeah, that's like over $1,000 worth of these headphones.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Are you a headphone guy every time? You have to ride with headphones?
I enjoy it, yeah. I've not been riding with headphones for like 2 months now, I think.
Okay.
Well, I haven't been riding so much either, but when I rode without headphones. And today was the first time again with headphones. Like I found them somewhere, I charged them in the car, I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. But
there is nothing like the feeling of taking some time off with headphones and then the first setback with headphones.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. But I like riding with music.
Like if most of the time you're throwing the headphones.
Yeah, I don't know, especially cable. Like winching, I don't ride with headphones.
Yeah, you gotta focus.
Yeah.
And communicate.
But now with cable riding, especially if I'm not really focused, headphones. Yeah. Give me some music. Just flow with the music and have fun.
What about contest riding? Let's say 2026 season, Sam's getting back on the contest scene, 30 plus.
Headphones.
IWWF.
Headphones.
Are you throwing headphones in?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you listening to?
Probably DEFCON Power Hour. Yeah, dude, I got a couple of those and just go for 1 hour and it just goes on.
Sick.
And it still catches me unexpectedly and I'm stoked. Yeah.
I think that I need to get on that because I do the song, like just songs. Like I'll throw on like 20 or 30 songs on the MP3. But then like you get in your head and you don't like a song, you skip it, and then the next one, like halfway through, you skip it, and then all of a sudden now I'm just thinking about the songs.
Before you know, you're skipping 5 songs.
You're skipping everything, and it's like, what the fuck's...
And with mixes, like I like the whole mix.
Yeah.
So, and even though I've listened it for like 20 times, 30 times, there's always within this hour, there's always a point where I get like, yeah, this gets me hyped, sick. Yeah.
Okay,
that's perfect. Edging to a kicker, building up to a big drop on music. It's
especially if it times out like perfect.
If it times out perfect, it's amazing.
Okay, I'll make it on that then.
Yeah.
Let's talk Outbound. So this was a video that came out 2 months ago, Like early summer, I feel like.
Yeah.
Late spring.
Yeah,
Is
not
it CWC
a
edit?
month 2 ago.
Yeah. So I guess kind of run through who was in it, the idea behind it, when you guys started talking about doing it, like kind of paint a picture of this video.
So yeah, it was with Graeme, Ile, and Clem at CW, and so basically it came from CW as well. They wanted to like promote the province, promote wakeboarding, promote the cable park. So yeah, we filmed part of it at CWC, and then because we've done the video previous year at CWC as well, we mixed it up with winching.
Yeah.
Which was actually way above expectations.
Your expectations?
Well,
like
mine.
Like what
mine
you guys
for sure.
thought it could
mine
be.
for sure. Like
Yeah.
I can't talk about the other guys, but I was thinking Philippines, winching. Okay, cool. Let's see. But then there were some really cool spots, like really sick spots. And yeah, it was sick. It was a sick time. They helped us very well with everything, building the kicker, setting up the winch. Like, winching's never been as good and easy as it was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like Street Jam-esque, where it's like you basically just kind of show up and it's, I mean, pretty dialed? Like,
it's not Street Jam.
I feel like Street Jam is the peak of
Dude,
winching.
that's the peak,
It's
like
it's so sick.
Yeah, but everything gets organized for you, whereas in the Philippines we would sure do our own stuff.
But you have a
I
lot of
think.
help. Like,
We have so much help, like if you have to carry the winch to a shitty spot, for example, they would help us, and it was amazing. Like, we could like get ready and not be all scratched up from torns, or like be already tired, and like by putting the winch in a certain spot it had to be, or like, which obviously you're doing it. If you have to do it, you want to you want to hit the spot, so you're doing it. But having all the help in the Philippines was really cool. I never experienced that before.
so who is they, I guess, before we move on to the rest of this project? Like, who is helping you? Like, is it
The guys
employees
from
of
the cable.
CBC? Okay, so it is,
Yeah, like JP, Ping, Junior, like, they were such a big help.
Yeah.
Like, I think without them, we were still 4 people.
It looks a lot
But
different.
it would have looked so different. Like, we wouldn't have, I think, we would have been, sure, but it would have been a whole different story if they wouldn't have helped us.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Okay, so I guess
Cool vibe.
let's back it up to the beginning. Like, when did the idea of this project come about? Like, did Graeme hit you up and was like, hey, trying to do this? Or like, what's that look like?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we did the Resurgence video the year before.
Yes.
So Graeme hit me up about that video. So we did that one. Filmed it, went to CW, came out. And then CWC wanted to do another video. Spice things up a little bit. Graeme brought up the winching. They were stoked on it. And yeah, that's how the idea kind of came alive. El Ray wanted to do it, and then Graeme started to, shift and make it happen, basically.
So is Graeme kind of like obviously everything's coming together. You guys already filmed the video Resurgence last year. It went well. So obviously, I mean, you're going to redo it. But is he the one that's kind of like leading the whole thing?
Yeah,
pulling
pretty
everything
much.
together? Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely the one in charge of these videos, as in like he was in touch with El Ray about these videos, and he like proposed it pretty much. He got to go on it, but he was also the one that had to deliver it at the end, and to make it happen. Like,
puts his name on it. Like,
pick the writers, and like at the end he was the guy who said this video was gonna happen and made it happen as well, with all of us together. So yeah, he was definitely, whenever you had something at CW also, you pretty much talked to Graeme about if we had a problem or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or if we needed something.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like Graeme is the one where we were talking about like social media and stuff, posting and everything. And Graeme, I feel like he's quiet, and then he'll drop something.
And then drop something crazy.
Yeah, and then he's quiet.
Yeah.
And then again, and it's like, I don't know. I just love having like those riders in the mix where it's just like, you don't see a lot from them. You don't hear a lot from them. But when you see their name on a project, it's like, okay,
cool. Gotta watch.
we're watching. Like everybody's
watch it.
watching. We're probably gonna watch twice at least. Like, I think that's just the sickest thing, and it's cool that he's still able to do that. And
dude, for sure, man. And like, I feel like I have a very different riding style compared to Graeme, for example.
I would say polar opposite almost.
Yeah, but especially in the first year, when we were filming the project, being there when he was sending all these kind of crazy gaps and tricks, and like, it made me appreciate it a lot more. It was so sick to be there,
Like seeing it in person
and witness these kind of things.
Yeah.
That if you look at the video, it just doesn't justice. It doesn't do justice. Like if you're there, ride the park and be like, wow, okay, sick.
Yeah, dude, I always feel like there's steps of like appreciation, and like the number, like the lowest step is just watching it on video. And like you see it on video, and like sometimes you can kind of tell, okay, that was crazy. And then the second step is like riding the same park, where it's like, okay, I understand the pull, I understand like the feature, like I kind of get it a lot more now.
And then you have to go this way. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, I wouldn't even think of that shit. Like, and then the third step is like, okay, I saw that shit in person, and like I rode the park, saw it on video, and now I'm seeing it in person. Like, this is totally fucked up. So yeah, that's cool to. I don't know. It's cool that Graeme makes that shit happen. I think.
And it's sick to watch his progression towards a trick as well.
Really, yeah.
Because he surely also has a trick where he wants to go, but has steps to go through it. And you know, some gnarly tricks, you just have to take some kind of steps, which are like, okay, he's going for it. It's just sick to watch. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
We have a very different approach of going at things as well. Like, he would go for something way earlier than I would ever do.
What do you mean way earlier? Like quicker?
Yeah, he would commit to the trick
quicker
than I would. I'm the kind of guy, like, I plan everything out, and if step 2 does not like fit to my expectations, I will keep working on step 2 until it does, before I go to step 3.
Yeah.
And the steps might sometimes they're very small. You know, so like the progress takes sometimes long.
Yeah.
But therefore, I feel very good every time I go to the next step. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I think I can do this now. But yeah, for sure, also the tricks Graeme does, like, you have to sometimes just go.
I feel like there's only so many steps.
Yeah, exactly.
To where you just got to jump off the edge.
Some of those kind of some tricks he did, like, there's only a certain amount of steps you can do, and the steps between those two steps is not small. It's like,
exactly. It's a full commit on the next step, where it's like,
let go.
Yeah, I'm not going to rotate 90 degrees on this next one and then kind of feel it out. It's like, no, dude, you're like, the gap is this big. You have to get across the gap.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
You're going, or you're,
yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's interesting and exciting to watch. I like it.
Yeah, he's one of those like few. I mean, not few. There are a lot in person that you really want to watch ride, but like Graeme is one of the few where it's like, damn. If you get the chance,
and
like,
especially when he's filming for something, like when he's riding a park in public, it's pretty chill, and it's still cool to watch.
Yeah.
But then if he's filming for something, for a video
Different
or for
level.
something personal, it's like it's a whole different vibe. It's way more in the focus, and like we're getting this done, which is it's
yeah. And I also thought it was really cool. I mean, we kind of already touched on it, but like having you, Graeme, I guess the four is like a very good balance in terms of style, approach to riding, trick selection. Like, I think that doesn't get said enough when it comes to videos that are put together well, where it's like the tricks will be different. Sure. Like, no one should do the same trick in a video that the other person did, but like also how they do it, the approach, everything, where it's like, if you have a truly good mix, then the video is going to be way more entertaining.
Yeah. I agree too.
Yeah.
And I think especially with Outbound, we had very different kinds of riding and also mixes of it.
Yeah.
So it was fun group to work with, and also to watch the riding go down. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and I think it did well on YouTube. So it just goes to show that like the longer video project, definitely still a place for it. Like,
still a place for it.
There's still a place for it. It does well on YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
as long as you
I
put
get
effort
blown
into
away by it as well, by the other one, Resurgence as well. It's like, dude, it's got so many views. It's sick. Like, I never expected that kind of.
It proves there is still an
But
appetite
it
for
proves
shit.
that
Like,
there is still a place for longer videos, and
as
people still
long
watch it.
as you put a fucking lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just throw something together and be like, oh, why didn't it do well? It's like, you didn't spend the whole off season with 4 of the best riders, like stacking. So anyways, let's talk about a little bit of the winching before we move on from Outbound. The kinked rail that you hit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was like. You hit it going up. It was like a flat, up, close out.
One more up.
One more up.
It started with
close.
an up.
It started with an up.
It started with like
Okay.
up, flat, up, flat, up, flat, close out.
Okay, did you want to go to the end?
Of course, dude. Like, I kind of bummed no one rode it to the end.
Yeah.
But I don't blame anyone. Like, it was such a long rail. And, yeah, you know, at some point you get to the point as well. Like the last, I think I slipped off once at like 2/3 of the rail. And like rolled pretty much into the closeout.
Okay.
But slowly, it was fine. So everything past that, if you would go off, you would pretty much eat.
You're bouncing it right into it.
Eat shit in the closeout, and the concrete was super rough. Yeah, it was a tough one.
How many tries are we talking? How many did you try?
I think I had like 30, 40 tries.
Okay, so you're running it up, trying to get to the end.
Yeah, and we were 4 people riding, so everyone wanted to ride. Obviously, these rails were only possible to ride when it was flooded.
Yeah.
So the weather was pretty shit. If the weather was good, we were afraid the water would go down. We were not able to hit it anymore. So we were also pretty stoked the weather was shit, but it was shit to film and ride in. So it was kind of figuring it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it would have been amazing if this rail would have had an ending. But it didn't. Yeah.
So I guess my question is, are you satisfied with the hit you had on it? Because you got pretty fucking close, but you didn't get it.
No.
Not satisfied.
Yes and no. Like, at the moment, also, and still now, I would still look at it the same way now.
Yeah.
It was a very long rail, and I like rails with endings, because if there is not an ending,
how do you know?
Yeah. Like, so for example, the street jam rail on the last day, it was very long. We had no ending, so you're always falling off in my head. Even if you pop off,
there's always more.
No, there's just no.
There's always more.
There's no end. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with this rail, there definitely was an end. It was just very long, and the last, I think it was like 30 meters in total. The last 5 to 10 meters were just very sketchy. Where for me, at some point, I was like, I think I'm good with what I did for what we're doing. I'm stoked. And for sure, I would have loved to finish it. But then having the thoughts of like, okay, I can take this, use it for the project. I'm stoked on it for the project. I guess that's enough for what I'm doing here. And let's say it would not turn out well. There were 2 scenarios in my head: finishing the rail properly over the closeout, and having probably the best clip for me I ever rode.
Yeah, I mean, one of the sickest clips in wakeboarding. Like, it's
for me, I was like, okay, cool. It would have been
fucking rail.
amazing. It would have been it would be a clip. I would think in 5 or 10 years, it would still be a solid clip.
No, that's one that will hold the test of time forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other side of the story for me, when I looked at it, would be
broken femur.
What, femur is your leg?
Yeah, the big bone in your leg.
Dude, no.
Or worse. You tell me, yeah.
For me, it would have been worse. Like, the last 5-10 meters, for me, it would have been, I for sure think also about Brad, for example.
Yeah.
Or Ben, like, and especially if you end up bad, once it's over, There's no way back after that. So I'm always very conscious about things that could happen as well, and if it's really worth it. So yeah, at that point I was satisfied. I was like, yeah, if I look at it, for sure it should have been finished. But I don't blame anyone that didn't finish it for the same reason, kind of, you know?
I guess what would make you like, or would anything make you want to go past that point of finishing it? Because you, like you just said, you
I think at this point in my career, no.
Yeah.
Even if there was maybe, I don't know, maybe if I would have got a lot of money in all those past years, I would be on the same kind of vibe that I would be doing this and want to finish it. But the way how everything goes, and like, I was like, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it, the risk. And I didn't feel confident enough that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So at that point, like, okay, I think I should settle with this probably, because I can do 30 more tries, and but it's gonna be so many tries of falling off the left, and
to the water
eventually, yeah,
yeah,
or falling off the right early to eventually get that one hit,
magical one where
but it might be 100, maybe 200 tries.
Yeah, because you're never gonna hopefully put yourself in the position where you pop off on the right at the right time, where it's like,
it's got to be like the first 20 meters, like, okay, I'm perfect, doing nothing.
Yeah.
So the last 10 meters, you be like, okay, game on.
Yeah.
We're doing it. But like, if you're already having a slight twinkle in the first 20 meters, you're
off
like,
to the left.
No, but
or off to the right.
your focus is like kind of set off. Like, you're either going left or right.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be chill enough for the last 10 meters to be like, okay, cool, we've got this.
Yeah.
Because you're already like doing stuff.
It's off from the start. It's doomed.
But yeah, it's got to be finished, the reel, whether it's going up or down.
It can be hit down. I guess I'll probably have to replay it, but like I'll put the clips in obviously. But so
yeah,
it can be hit
and you
down.
could go kick her down.
Yeah,
which then you just have a triple down king.
Yeah,
which would be sick too. The risk would be so much lower.
Yeah, because there's no closeout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Concrete's still kind of gnarly, but there's no closeout. So.
Yeah, but you know the concrete, the scratches and all that. That's fine. You roll and you get bruised, but yeah, break your back or break your neck is different kind
it's
of.
It's a whole
story,
different game than a couple scabs, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's a great time we dive into a guest question from Graeme Burress. Now that we're speaking outbound, let's
yeah, dude, let's have
pulling
it.
up from Graeme.
Let's have it.
What's up, guys? Hope the podcast is going good. Sam, I've got a couple different questions for you. First one being, you've spent quite a bit of time in the Philippines over the last 10 or 15 years, and I'm curious how it compares for you to other places you've wintered, like South America or Thailand, and what keeps you coming back to the Philippines. Second question is a two-parter. First part being, what is your all-time favorite wakeboard feature that you've ever got to ride? And then the other side of that, what is your all-time favorite winch spot that you've got to hit?
Nice one.
Yeah, there's some good ones. There's some good ones. So we can start with the first part there. Philippines versus, other winter locations. Because I feel like you've done a lot of winter locations.
Yeah, I've done quite a couple. Well, only 3, I think. I've did Phuket.
Or I guess a lot of winters.
Yeah, a lot of winters. I think I started skipping winters in Europe when I was like 18.
Wow.
It was like 11 years ago. First trip was to C-Dub. Like 3 months trip. Which was sick. Super sick. Like, I don't know, got to drive my first bikes and stuff and like ride all the time. Good weather. The vibes were all-time high. It was so cool. And I think the year after that, I went to Phuket. And then I went to Phuket for like quite some years. Maybe had a trip to see them every now and then.
From Phuket?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go to Phuket for like, because I was having quite a good deal with Phuket. We were working together. Was nice. But I still, even though I was like 3 months in Phuket, I would go 2 weeks to C-Dub. 4 months in Phuket, 1 month to C-Dub.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit, and I went to Sunset Wake Park 2 years in a row. But it's kind of the same thing which I said before. The first year in Sunset was amazing. Achila was there, the manager, and we could ride before openings all the time. No jacket, no helmet. I was loving it. I was like, the weather was sick.
No rules, great vibes.
We were living at the park.
Yeah.
COVID hit. The cable shut down. We could ride on our own. It was amazing, dude. Like, that was one of the best winters at Sunset.
Okay, I got to interrupt you because we got another Patreon question from Pedro Caldas.
Yeah.
And he's wondering, you spent a bunch of time in Brazil during COVID.
Yeah.
He wants to know why you chose there. And then he's also saying it's about time you come back. Did you come back?
Yeah, dude. I don't know honestly if I come back, but
sorry, Pedro.
Sorry, dude. I don't know, man. No,
yeah, I guess what made you choose there?
Well, Brazil was sick. Like, the first time I went there was during COVID. Like, when COVID started, I was in Philippines and Phuket, so I came back from COVID. Everything locked down. 2020, end of 2020 or beginning 2021. I was like, where do I go? And then at that time you needed to get a vaccine already, beginning 2021 to start doing stuff, which I didn't want one, but I still had, like, Brazil was the only country that was open to people, like foreigners.
Yeah.
Even though it was crazy, like, people were passing away outside the hospitals because there was no capacity. But they were still open for foreigners to come in. So I told my parents, like, okay, I'm going to Brazil.
The one place on planet
They
Earth
were
you
not
can go.
super stoked, but like, but yeah, that was the best year.
Okay, so that was the reason why.
That was
the only place you could go.
Yeah, I didn't not really have a reason to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't have so much with South America, I think. But there was no option.
Yeah.
And Lisa Ballou said, like, hey, go to Brazil. Brazil's sick. I've been there a couple times.
Sunset looks like a lot of fun.
Let's go. We went. Amazing. Second year, manager changed. Not as good anymore. Yeah. So I don't know if I would choose myself to spend another winter at Sunset, for example.
Maybe a big IWWF contest, and Sam will be back. You know.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
So Graeme, we got a couple more from Graeme though.
Yeah.
So all-time favorite wakeboard feature. In the cable. It's a good one. I like this one.
Yeah. It's probably a kicker.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a kicker or the ET rail at CW.
Okay. A kicker, really.
I love kickers. I mean, I ride kickers for so long and I still ride them, so they must be.
Yeah, I'm not judging.
They must be good, but like,
that's surprising, I guess.
The ET rail that used to be at CW, or Daniel Grant's tranny, I also love.
Yeah.
Those three, it's like three different aspects.
They're very different, yeah.
But those three are my favorites.
Okay, those are good ones.
And at CW, yeah, like to compare it to the other parks.
Yeah,
I feel always like in the Philippines, especially where CW's at, the time's so far back. Like, everything's like behind in time, whether it's the music or the technology or the people. Or, and I really like that. So, but if you come to Bangkok or Phuket, it's so westernized that I don't enjoy spending time there as much as I do at CW in like the local in the middle of nowhere. That's what I really like there, and also the park.
That's a really good point that I didn't think about at all, because that's true. Yeah, having been to both, like, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I like Asia, but I don't like westernized Asia.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to eat, I don't know, westernized food all the time. Sure, I like to get it if I can. And if the quality is not the same as at home, but I pay less, it's still cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't miss that necessarily when I'm in CW.
Okay. Last one, favorite winch spot.
Favorite winch spot. I think it's gotta be this one rail in Groningen. It's like what is it, maybe 13-meter handrail. Has a start, has an end, has a pulley pretty much straight on. You can walk out the ropes, super easy setup. I just loved riding it. I just loved sessioning it. If someone would ask me, hey, should we go there tomorrow and ride? I'm like, yeah, fuck, let's go, dude. Let's set up the kicker, put the winch, let's go. It's just a fun spot.
Yeah. It works out perfectly. Got a beginning, got an end. Handrail. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do a proper trick on a handrail, and you want to need a nice rail for it, you go there and you get it done.
Yeah.
The risks are not extremely high. It's a nice environment there. Yeah.
It's got everything.
Yeah, you can chill out.
Let's talk winch rules, quote unquote, because I was talking to Graeme a little bit, and he's like, I want you to ask him about winching specifically, some questions. So let's hit it first with dry starts. What do you think?
It's a no for me.
Okay, are we gonna leave it at that, or you got some?
No, like I think dry start. If you do something afterward on the water, like you dry pull into the
like a grass bank, you use that to get on the water, and then
if you do something before you hit the water, cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, hit a kicker before you hit the water, do whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's wakeboarding, and for me, if you do a dry start, you're not using the water at the beginning. So for me, it's more of a mathematic kind of thing to calculate where the pool is, where you are, how the pool is going to pull you, where exactly, and then how
way
you
less
can,
control. Yeah.
There's no for me. There's no wakeboarding in starting on the ground.
Yeah.
And ending on the water, and that's it.
I mean, that's a fair thing to say.
I think everyone does their thing, no hate on it. But for me, it's a no-go. Like, and I've done it before. I definitely done it before. But yeah, I wouldn't be stoked.
Okay, let's say you watch a part, and let's say it's a part and it has 22 tricks, and 4 of them are dry starts.
Then
are you
then I would personally find it a bummer that those 4 dry starts are in there.
You think that just drop the 4 dry starts fine for other water spots, or just eliminate them?
Yeah, or make pools. I'm a big fan of pools.
Pools was next.
Because
pools.
I think in this point, wakeboarding has gone back a little bit, winching.
Yeah.
Because people used to make pools.
It's huge.
And it was sick.
Shred Town. Huge on the pools. Shred Town.
Yeah, exactly. BP,
BP's huge on the pools.
And I think it was sick. And I think that's the way how to hit a spot if there's no water on the other side. And I think that's a very legit and cool way to do it as well. You get water, you have some control, you do your thing, you do what you're doing, and not what you maybe like kind of figured out somehow.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. It's a lot of effort. But
it's all. I've never even done it. Have
neither.
You done it? Yeah,
me neither.
It's that much effort.
I know, but I think
you gotta get a goddamn pump out here, dude.
Dude,
you gotta have the water source close by.
Yeah, but I think that's the price you should pay if you want to hit a spot that has no water.
And also, like, if it doesn't have an opportunity to do a pool or the dry start's fucked, like that's just maybe not a spot. Like maybe it's just not a spot.
I mean, obviously we're limited as wakeboarders on spots.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I guess if it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
Also, do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to hit dry, if you want to have a full part of dry pulls, fucking go at.
Dude, everyone should.
I'll watch it for sure.
What they want, and I won't be hating on everything.
Yeah,
it's just for me that I won't be doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And that I might not enjoy watching it as much. But
I would love to see dry pull to dry land, like dry pull a rail, and then you land on the grass again, no water.
But then what? Then what are you gonna call it?
I don't know. It'd piss people off though. It'd be funny.
Like dry boarding.
There you go. What do you think about kickers? What do you think?
What, a winching?
Yeah. Because I feel like there are some. Oh, you are a lover. Okay.
I'm a lover. Yeah, but it's also, I think it also has to do with my riding style. Maybe, like, I like kickers. I like transfers. I don't like my ollie's pretty slow.
What do you mean slow?
My board's pretty slow. It reacts pretty slow.
Okay.
And I think my riding style adapted to it, so I ollie pretty slow too, which on a winch does not work.
So you ain't Daniel Grant up on this shit.
Like on that.
No, just ollie wise. Like I feel like Daniel's got one of the most beast ollies. off the wall. Like he can ollie on to like a freaking meter and a half handrail.
Yeah, dude.
On a winch.
On the winch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. On the cable, no problem.
Sure.
On the winch, it doesn't happen so slow as on the cable. On the cable you can pop. On the winch it happens. You ride faster. So I'm not a huge fan of ollieing on behind the winch.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan of kickers.
Okay.
I don't like all the effort that goes into them, obviously, but kicker to handrail, love it. Kicker to ledge, high ledge, love it. I just like not having to ollie from the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't know, dude. If you ask me to back to 70, ollie back to on a rail, I don't know.
At the cable. Yeah.
I just don't like the, but I haven't done it in years, I haven't done ollie kind of related tricks in the past, I think 5 years.
Interesting.
Like, sure, high ollie 50 onto like a street series.
Sure.
But not technical kind of stuff where you have to pop high, spin fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like I don't feel like I would have that in me right now to be that quick responsive. Like, I became more slow. Yeah.
But with slow comes some style too.
Yeah,
for sure.
On the winch, ollieing is not my favorite.
Okay, all right. I think we shift gears a little bit and we talk some sponsors. So we talked Jobe earlier. What was the next board brand? Was it Decathlon that came after, or was there
after that? Yeah, I think I was one year riding old boards.
Yeah,
boards that I bought, and then I think I was talking with Marie Rouget in C-Dub. She told me that I think she knew the guys who were starting up Decathlon wakeboarding, and she got us in touch a little bit. We started talking. They never intended to set up a professional kind of team. Like, they wanted to keep it pretty low key, basic.
Yeah.
But then we started to get things going. With Decathlon was the first time actually I think I actually felt seen by a board company that we worked together, or by any company that I worked together with.
Yeah.
Like, cool, they're stoked. I'm stoked on their support. They're stoked on me writing for the company. So that was a cool corporation, I would say. But I think it was the same kind of thing where they pushed in a lot of budget from other sources.
So were they paying you money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't huge, but for me, I felt appreciated.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was like what it was about for me. I never intended to get rich from wakeboarding, but I did care about feeling appreciated. And with them, I definitely had that feeling.
Yeah.
So I felt good with them. If I would say something, I felt like they were listening, and they were taking it serious.
And they would act on it. They would.
They would also they would not be like, okay, cool, never hear about it again.
Yeah.
They would take it serious and maybe do something with it or ask about it again. And with them, I felt like the company was going good, like as well. Like they were starting slow, and then they were growing quite fast.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. At the point where people were like stoked on it, they kind of pulled the plug.
Mm.
And they were like, yeah, we're done. Like, no more marketing budget. Like, we're still going to produce boards, kind of.
Yeah.
We're still going to sell the boards, but no more marketing budget. So the team was dropped. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. But I feel like it went on for a good bit of time. Years. Yeah?
I think 3 years.
3 years. Okay, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just like a 1 year thing.
No.
Like, it was.
No, it was like a 3-year thing.
Okay. And then.
Which was cool, but yeah.
So
yeah, it was cool.
Other sponsors, though, Protest. Well, I have seen Protest all over. Still don't fully understand what it is.
It's a clothing brand.
Okay.
Yeah. Protest is a clothing brand. They do winter clothing, summer clothing. I think right now they do cycling and hiking clothing as well. But it's like snowboarding, ski, surf, swim, wakeboard, all these kind of sports, outdoor basically, and they make clothes.
Where are they based out of?
Holland.
It is
Netherlands.
Netherlands, okay.
They're I don't know where. Well, Warmond, but I don't know how far from here. Probably like an hour and a half from here.
Okay, but you've been with them for a long time, yeah.
Quite a long time, yeah. I think by now maybe 8-9 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, a long time, and a very cool connection. Like I love working with them. They're always stoked. I'm stoked. I do what I do. I do who I am. They're happy with it. I'm happy with their support.
Good relationship.
So very good relationship. Yeah. Very grateful for that one.
All right. So is it fair to say you don't have a board sponsor right now?
Oh yeah, definitely not for a while. It feels like a long time.
So I guess let's talk setup, because what are you riding then? Because I saw your board, and you have the protest sticker, but you got a graphic on top and then you got a graphic on bottom. But what are you riding? What is it?
Dude, it's a prototype I got made just somewhere else, like white label board. Because I had no board sponsor, and there was nothing new popping up or nothing new coming in. So I kind of started to just look around if I could get a white label wakeboard and get my own graphic on it and just ride that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really want to change wakeboard after decathlon either. I got so used to the shape, my style and riding. I like to see it. I like to feel it. So I didn't want to change to any kind of channel. I didn't want to get rid of the chinned edges on the side.
So by channel, you mean your base is completely flat?
It's completely flat
with just chinned rails.
It's complete flat with chinned rails.
Okay.
And I got so used to riding it that I don't mind that it's flat, like for landings, for example. Or I never care that it's maybe slippery or whatsoever because I got so used to it. So yeah, I got that board pretty much the one I used to ride, which is the decathlon, the old decathlon jib board, which is pretty much very similar to the Coalition.
Yeah.
With some more rocker and some more flax. I tried to just get that one made. Got pretty close. And
you like it? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Sick.
And just ride that one.
What size?
How big? 150.
150. And then what kind of boots? I can't see what kind of boots we got on here.
Yeah, I've got some Liquid Force Classics on it.
Have you been running those since the Jobe days, or what have you been experimenting with?
Dude, I've been riding those since I started with decathlon.
Okay.
Like Jobe had those boots you had to lace on.
The weird looking ones.
Yeah, the weird looking ones.
The exoskeleton.
I got very used to them, and at that point, I really liked riding them as well because the reaction was very fast.
Yeah.
So it was cool, and then they quit. I was like, okay, cool. I always at the beginning I wanted to get back to normal binding so bad because I hated walking around in boots.
Yeah.
And I want to walk barefoot, like we're wakeboarding. But then eventually I could, after they quit, I could go back to normal boots, and it sucked.
Did Jobe made you ride is that all the boot option they had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, then I got back. The first boots I got back to was Liquid Force Classics, and I've been riding those ever since. Like, what is it, 4 or 5 years now?
You like them?
Yeah. They're easy.
It's the classic.
It's a classic. Yeah, they're pretty high, I would say. I like high boots.
You like? Okay, I love high boots.
Yeah, me too. And then they get pretty soft as well. Like they're stiff in the beginning, but they get kind of soft to a point where, like, I mean, after 2 months, I wouldn't want to hit kickers every day with it because my ankles would hurt out of balancing. But then riding rails is just so much fun. Like it feels very playful, which goes well with the board. But good boots.
Interesting. Okay.
Don't last very long though, but it's I don't know which boot would. I feel like all the boots.
If you ride it every day, I mean,
if you ride it every day and ride it pretty hard, I think there's no boot at the moment that would last you.
It's almost
a season or longer.
It's almost like an impossible thing. I don't think in any world, like snowboarding, if skating, your shoes. Like if you use this shit all the time, it's gonna get worn in, and then it's gonna get worn out.
It's part of the game.
Like and that's kind of sick. I think it's sick, like to break boards and fucking break bindings when you're using it. Like
I don't know. It depends if you have to pay for all of them. It's not.
Well, yeah.
Exciting. I remember when I was like 13. I think I broke my first board. I was stoked.
Yeah,
It
you're
was like fully cracked from a rayleigh of a super small popper kicker.
yeah,
And I was like, whoa, what? It broke a board like this.
yeah. Well, then if you get a pay
But
for
dude,
it,
I've been some years. I went through like 20, 30 boards. It was not as much fun anymore.
it's 20, 30 boards in a year.
Yeah.
That's IWF days, huh?
Yeah, dude. Jobe had some rough times building boards that were like flexy and like cable wise.
Yeah, you're
that
talking
wouldn't
about that a
break.
little bit.
Yeah, there were years where I broke a lot of boards.
I think one setup a season is like a very reasonable thing to ask of boards and boots, like
To last.
Like
Yeah,
if you're
dude,
riding every
for
day
sure.
and you get a year out of it, like I think that's a total, like a season, not
Yeah.
365, but like a season.
A season.
I
That
think
it
that's
should last
reasonable.
a season proper. And
Yeah.
then the next season, maybe half, kind of.
Yeah, get some
If
overlap.
you want to, you can milk it out the second season.
Yeah, for sure.
One season, it should definitely last.
100%. Let's talk shape, because you had a feature with shape.
Yeah.
Does anybody have it? Anybody buy it?
Yeah.
Who?
2.5.
2.5?
2.5 people. No, 2.5 features.
Where's the half sitting?
The half sitting in Wake and Groove, Geisenfeld, Germany.
Sick. So do you get half royalties on just half feature? How's that work?
We just sell half feature and half price pretty much. And
Not
I
bad.
got half royalties.
Sick.
But
what happened? Like what happened with shape? I guess.
Well, the original owner of Shape passed away. Like 2 years ago or something. But and then new people started Shape or like took over Shape. And I was still part of it at that point. But I guess I wasn't feeling the right motivation. I wasn't feeling the right excitement. I still like Shape owned me quite some money, but obviously it was a bit of a shitty position.
Sure.
Because the owner had passed away, and then the guys who just took it over, obviously were not keen to pay debts that were there before, which I fully understood. So I think I just didn't feel the right motivation. They were fully excited and motivated, which I think they're doing a very good job at the moment as well. But at that point, I wasn't as motivated, so the communication wasn't
Didn't align.
The communication wasn't as good, or it was barely. I barely communicated. Okay, it was me. Okay. And that'll lead into the end.
Sure.
Which I guess I could look back at it. I could definitely have done better, but I guess at that point I wasn't feeling it, and
It was meant to be or wasn't meant to be in a certain way. Yeah.
yeah, if I think back at it, I'm like, I could have done it different, but it's not that. I don't have sleepless nights about it.
Yeah.
So.
How much royalties we talking? Like, what would you get? You sold 2.5. So, like, what's the full
2.5
pop on
so
one?
like
One feature did they sell of yours?
7 to 8K.
You made 7 to 8K
Yeah,
on one.
on 2.5.
So you're getting like okay. So you're
It's
getting like
like
3
10%.
grand per.
I had like a 10% deal.
Okay.
So a full obstacle would have sold for like 35,000.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I would
10%.
get like 10%,
3.5K.
and then would go there for a week to the park,
Sure.
shoot it, which was cool. Like because the first one they bought in Holland, second they bought in Germany the half part, and then the third one they bought in Australia. So that was sick. I just got to go there for like what was it, a week or 10 days.
Well, the first one being here is really cool.
Yes,
Like,
that was really cool, but the cable was not as good. The cable was quite low, and the feature was in the middle of a long stretch.
Okay.
So it's pretty hard to ride, but for sure it was the first one, so it was sick.
Yeah.
But then the one they put in Australia, the cable was so good that I really could like do all the lines and all the tricks
That you
that I
envisioned.
imagined
Yeah.
on this feature that I've been wanting to do, and I was super stoked on that. And to have a trip to Australia for like 10 days was sick. Yeah, it was cool.
That's a good chunk of change on a 10%. I feel like is pretty good.
Dude, it was good.
Like
yeah, pretty good
$3,500
deal.
bucks for rail and
Yeah, dude. And I mean, especially now, like back then, the organization of the whole company was a bit loose. I feel like things were not taken care of maybe as good as they could have been.
Yeah.
But I feel like especially now, the guys who are doing it now are like on it.
Yeah.
They're like making things happen. Like a lot of business moves, good stuff is happening. I feel like the company is going very well. I see a lot of signature series going to
I feel like I
parks
see a
and
ton
places.
of sure.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. And it's sick for the riders too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see it that they're doing very well.
Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like, an avenue of getting paid in cable wakeboarding that like probably doesn't get talked about enough is if you can get a feature and it's a good one and it can sell, like that's a good amount of money. You could, like if you do one a year at 3,500 or two a year at like
dude,
that's good amount of money.
Jules sold so many features, so many, and still like his feature is like 4 parts.
Yeah.
And like all of those parts make sense pretty much. So he sold so many.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
I'm pretty sure he also like he also like should have gotten some money. Like he was also owned quite some money.
Yeah.
But even now his feature is quite old and it's still selling good now, which is
good
sick.
feature then. Yeah.
It's good. Very good feature. He had a very good idea of the transformer to having like 4 elements, which all made sense on its own.
Yeah.
It's just
well,
sick.
if you can get something that has a lot of options, a cable park who understands what they're buying is going to be like, yeah, if we can get one thing that does these 4 things and then infinite options on top of that, like, yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you can hack it so well as well.
Yeah.
You can take them apart and like at Lunar they do a sick job with like Jules' feature. They never have it all together.
Yeah.
It's always separated with other features. It's cool.
Damn.
Always brings a cool setup.
Yeah, sick. All right, I think it's time we dive into the Slingshot Silhouette Challenge presented by Slingshot. So I got a photo here, and
what you got.
I blurred out or blacked out the rider.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to guess who this is. Turn the brightness up here. I'll put it on the screen for the viewers here. But
right.
I tried to make it a little tricky, but you might get this. I will see. I don't know.
Well, okay, it's not a slingshot rider.
No. It doesn't have to be a
okay,
slingshot
yeah.
rider. Yeah. Because then that would narrow it down way too.
I guess it's Gino then.
Fuck yeah, it is Gino.
Yeah.
I had a different one of Gino, and he was on a hyperlight board, and I was like, it's like too obvious. So then I went with this one because it's older. But is this one more obvious?
No, for me, it's I know.
What gives it away?
I know Gino as a Runix guy. That's the first thing.
Okay.
But then, seeing the Runix board, sure, it's like, okay, I kind of it narrows down the amount of riders I would think of. But then seeing the body position, how he does a nose press, I would know it's Gino.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to make these harder somehow.
Looking good.
The hand. Look at the hand, too.
The hand. Yeah. Like, I think I might have seen this picture also already.
What do you mean?
I've seen this picture like.
So it's around.
Yeah,
it was
I'm pretty sure I've seen
some shit So all right, well, shout out to Slingshot for that. I was gonna do one of Benny Bedoki at Street Jam, but then I was like, you're gonna get that right away,
dude. Probably. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. But there's only so many people at Street Jam, and then
I
don't know, on the board he's riding the copy.
Yeah, well,
like that.
But I know Benny Bedoki way less than Gino. Like I know Gino well. Like I think I could pick out Gino in many pictures.
Yeah, fair.
Liam,
Gino does have a very unique style
too. Like I think
Timo
my closest friends, like from wakeboarding, I could pick them out in pictures very easily. Whereas Benny, I haven't hung out with Benny as much, so
yeah, that's fair. He's young too.
Yeah, picking him out from a picture would be for me much harder.
Fuck, thanks. I just should have done that one then. Damn it. All right,
okay.
Here we go. All right, I think it's time we dive into the last guest question.
Yeah,
from Sanne and Meijer.
Who it is?
Sanne.
Sanne.
Yeah. So it's actually a two-parter. So we're gonna play the first one.
Okay.
Answer that one, then we'll play the second one. So
let's go.
Sam, vertel eens. Volgens mij waren wij al uitgehuwelijkt op ons 13e door jouw moeder Marielle. Maar what happened?
Okay, so for the listeners, I asked her to ask it in Dutch. So you're gonna need to translate and then
how do you call it, like in some kind of countries, cultures? They say like who you have to marry.
Arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, as far as I know, we had arranged marriage by your mom when we were 13. What happened?
You and her.
Yeah. We started riding at the same cable.
No way.
Yeah, like I started riding when I was 11, and then she moved to the same village I was living in and went to the same school.
Yeah.
But she moved in later. And then I think after 1 year, we're hanging out. We went together to I was already wakeboarding, and she joined.
Yeah.
And then she just loved it and never stopped either. And we just hang out at the cable park all the time, ride. Moms used to hang out. And then she just asked, what happened? I don't know what happened. What happened, Sanne? Good question.
All right, so we got the second one. I believe it's also in Dutch. So we're going to need another translation.
I translated.
Een van mijn favoriete jeugdherinneringen aan onze jeugd is de Groene Helmenbende. Nou ben ik benieuwd wat jouw favoriete jeugdherinnering is.
No idea what that says.
She said, one of my favorite youth memories was the green helmet crew. We had a green helmet crew back in the day.
What is it? What do you mean?
Well, we all had green helmets.
Sick.
We all spray painted our helmets green. And we were like 3-4 people. And we were rocking it. Yeah, we were loving it. And then she was like, that's one of my favorite youth memories.
Yeah.
And she asked me, what's mine? What's mine?
Yeah.
Favorite.
What do you got? 7-time Dutch national champion.
No, definitely not. Dude, no. Like, the vibes we had at the cable park with Sanne, with the green helmet crew, with the people around. I think the first 5 years at the cable park where I started were my best memories. The whole vibe that was at the cable, the community. I don't remember who I was talking to within the past week about this, but I feel like those are the years no one is ever going to take away from me. Like those, when I was a kid, those years, everyone being involved with each other, and like, that was so good, so fun, so human, that it was very nice. I think that's,
Yeah, nowhere else to be. You guys just have to be at the cable with each other.
Yeah, we just had fun, and we just had a great time, and everything was easy, light, and fun.
Yeah.
Maybe because I was a kid, too, but I don't know.
Probably helps a little bit.
Yeah, probably helps.
Good questions, though. Thank you.
Yeah, I like those.
All right, I think before we wrap this up, I mean, we've been going for a little bit here, but I got some random questions.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of rapid fire these. What gets you most hyped on wakeboarding right now?
Solid cable, solid setup, friends to ride with. That's it. I think. So, weather.
What's the ideal weather for wakeboarding?
For me,
yeah.
No wind, 30 degrees, sun.
Best event in wakeboarding right now?
Street jam.
Yeah,
for me.
Easy
fun.
Yeah. What do you think about, like, where do you see the future of street jam going? Because you said this year was like amazing. It was awesome.
For me, I thought this year was the best one.
Yeah,
but this is like spot wise, trick wise, rider list wise, weather wise, everything was just, I think, pretty much the best.
Yeah,
out of all the years. Yeah. Pretty much it.
Where do you see the future of it going? Like, how do you see it? Just continue to hit 6 spots, long weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like it's amazing, and just like keep doing.
I think the concept is good as it is.
Yeah.
For sure, it would be nicer in the future, to grow it bigger, like to get all the legal permits and to make a proper event.
Yeah.
Like City of Amsterdam, Center City, no problem. We're doing it. We do an event, so it's sick. Tons of people, music, crowd.
I love it.
Put it on the map, like huge, which it's already being done right now, but like with the right permits and everything, which I think it will only go better as well because the event is going good. So why would it not evolve?
Yeah.
But besides that, I think the concept's cool. Inviting riders. showcase wakeboarding, have 3 cool days together, ride the streets, do what you want to do, no pressure. Sick. I think the concept's very sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the concept's great, and I think that it's only going to get bigger and better. It's like built for sponsor support. Like if I was a sponsor, I would be like, damn, you guys are going to do numbers on social media, like, and all the best riders
doing
are
really
there.
well, you know.
Yeah,
I love the fact that how Street Jam is actually such a small thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's just riders doing their best to organize something. And
I think that's why it's going to do so well.
And it's nothing official. It's nothing like I said, the permits were not even all the time super, how you say it, like done.
Official, yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
And the event still went great. And I love to see how Dan flies in from Thailand, you know, or Ulf and Kai from Argentina. Like, I mean, you flew in from the States.
Yeah.
Like, it's sick. It's sick to see the support from the riders. It's sick to see how well the wakeboard community takes the event.
Well, I think when you do something genuinely as cool and as well as they do it, it's like, yeah, people are going to get on board because they see it. They see how good and cool it is and how well they're doing it. So,
yeah, but it's a risky move, you know. And I think, you know, there's tons of people that put the same kind of energy into a cable contest, and they don't get the same exposure or like the same kind of reach, or which maybe it is not as much work as a street contest.
Sure.
But I just love to see how well Wakeboard Street Gym is taken and how everyone loves to see it too. Like the social media goes off.
Everybody loves it, yeah.
And it's just sick, just to support the homie support, you know? It's not all people who are like fanning it or whatever. It's just also a lot of homie support. Like everyone's just loving it.
Yeah.
And wants to see it grow.
We all do, because it's sick. It's so sick. So yeah, shout out everybody that's involved in that.
Yeah,
super
for
sick.
sure. You guys do a sick job.
Speaking of winching, who's the most impressive, or I guess who have you been most impressed by winching in person?
In person, Timo.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Timo. Yeah. Timo, Dom, Felix, I would say, but I think for me, Timo is the one that like doesn't ride for 3-4 months, and then doesn't matter what spot you give him, he will go for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter for me whether he sticks a trick or whether he crashes but he just goes for it, and usually he doesn't get like fucked up or anything. Surely he crashes, everyone does, but like also the things he gets done after months of no riding, and he's eager for it. I love to see that.
Yeah, he's so excited.
He's so eager.
Yeah.
Like he's excited to go and like get it. Yeah, I love to watch him winch.
Yeah, Timo's sick. I think a lot of people in wakeboarding just pray that Timo will never stop wakeboarding for like a long period of time. Like whatever, like he take 3, 4, 6 months off, like whatever. We just always need to see like Timo at least like once or twice a year.
Yeah, dude. Like
we just gotta see
me
him
too. Like I don't want him to stop wakeboarding.
No.
I want him to keep wakeboarding, even if it's not a full-time thing. Like I want him to keep doing what he's able to do and having fun. You know.
Yeah.
I just love seeing him doing a nose press or whatever. It doesn't have to be a crazy 1260 of an XL kicker anymore. I don't have to see that, but I just want to see him wakeboarding.
Exactly. Which
that's enough for me.
Same. Yeah, 100%. Heaviest slam you've seen winching?
Well, Katinka's getting pretty high up, running into the closeout wall. I was sitting on the other side of the water, filming it. She was overshooting it, and then just like, oh my god, and just running straight into this little wall. It was like this high.
Yeah.
But like straight in, bang, straight into flipping. I was like, oh fuck. And I was luckily sitting on the other side. Like I was nowhere close by. Like everyone who was close was like running to it.
Yeah, you're in the clear, just filming them.
And I was like, okay, I'm sitting here. What am I doing? But besides that, the street jam crashes from hitting the double king down.
Yeah.
Benny had some gnarly slabs.
Benny had
there.
two really good
like
ones.
Both.
Timo had some good ones.
Timo had some good ones. Those were pretty scary. Like such a narrow hallway.
Yeah.
And like falling in between those posts, like with your head in those posts, like all those kind of that was pretty scary.
Yeah. Those are some heavy ones for sure.
Luckily that went well.
Yeah. Tough. Speaking of safety, I mean, let's talk about the Bangproof helmet, because I feel like you were one of the first ones to rock the non-helmet helmet.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was during COVID. I got in touch with the guys, and they were riding a Bangproof, a couple Polish guys. Got to test it, got in touch, and they sent me one when I got back from CDub, like a prototype.
Yeah.
It's the same prototype I still ride, and that's like 5 years ago now. And yeah, I just started riding it, and then some cable parks asked me questions. I told them a story like, yeah, it's a brand, it's being developed, and it was okay. I think. Yeah, it was fine. I enjoyed riding it as well. Yeah, I still enjoy riding it. Still good.
I guess like my question is like, it's such a different thing than the helmet, and it looks so different. That do you think that this is probably a stupid thing to say, but like if I were to wear it, I feel like I would just be copying like you or Daniel Grant, and I'd be like, well, it's not like my own thing. Do you think people feel that way, or is that just like am I totally off on that? Because you were the first one to do it so long ago, so like I feel like a lot of people associate it with.
Yeah.
You or DG.
Yeah. I could get into that. I think
not a bad thing or anything.
No, but yeah, I could get into
personally,
that people think that way.
Yeah.
But I think it needs some time maybe to grow over this.
Sure.
So it's forgotten that maybe you were one of the first ones riding it, and there were like definitely some other Polish guys riding it before us, but maybe not seen as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. After some time, I think it will be forgotten. But I can definitely get that in the beginning. People would have that feeling.
Just because it's so different that it's like whenever, at least when I think of the helmet, like the Bangproof helmet bucket hat, I think of you immediately.
Yeah, so I get that. Yeah, because many years they weren't out, and
there was no option.
We were still rocking them, and like everyone's waiting for it, kind of.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just curious.
I get that. I get that point of view.
Last one before we wrap this up. Would you like to see an event contest like the Renovation come back?
Yes.
And I guess what was your experience with it? Because I think this was like one of the coolest things that happened in like the cable sphere.
It was one of the coolest things. And when I was doing it, with Jobe, I definitely wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Like I was still in my competing kind of zone. So like
you had to take the bib off to go to wherever.
Dude, to ride like the setup, I came in a bit late, so the setup was kind of done.
Yeah.
And to ride it like was completely out of my comfort zone. Completely out of my comfort zone. I think I got hurt quick.
Really?
Yeah. I think so. I think.
So it was definitely out of your comfort zone then.
Dude, I slammed my face pretty hard, like second day. Like my whole face was swollen. I couldn't ride anymore after that. But yeah, we'd like to see it come back. Yeah. Dude, it was a sick concept, you know?
Sickest concept.
I personally just wasn't ready for it at that point. Like, we get it now. Sick. I was super hyped. At that point, I didn't even know what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what to prepare for or like, so I wasn't ready to ride.
You didn't know what
you were going to ride. My awareness wasn't as good. But yeah, I would love to see it come back. Like, it was one of the sickest projects, I think.
Yeah. It was sick.
And I would wonder how it would go now. Who would run it or how you would run it. Or I think the cable was quite a big part back then also in the Renovation.
They could run it back. Cable mag. Cable mag could run that shit back.
Yeah, but I think back then times were different. You know, mags were all over. I think budgets were bigger. I feel like everything's...
I think the social media play there could be a really good social media play on this where it's like you're following real time, the riders setting shit up. Like, I don't know. There's always options. I just think the idea itself was so cool. Yeah. And like a lot of kids now probably have no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And it was like
never
really
seen
cool. Yeah, never seen it because all the
never
Vimos are gone from Vimeo.
Yeah.
Sucks.
No, but it was very, very cool concept.
Yeah, super cool.
And especially the earlier ones, I liked even more, I think, than the one we did at Hypnotics.
I guess we didn't even explain it at all. There's probably half the people listening don't even know what it is. It's like it was 3 teams, right? 3 board.
I think, I don't know about all of them. The one I joined was 3 teams brand wise. So it was
3 board
Jobe,
brands.
Humanoid, and Slingshot.
Yeah.
Slingshot,
and so each team had riders come out, and you guys basically like took over a park, and you could hack it, but you could use like other shit, like
whatever.
Wood, metal, like you guys could bring in whatever you wanted to hack the park, and then you guys filmed on it, and like
it was cool. It was really cool. I think I would love to see things like this come back too. I would love to see the comeback of riding things that don't belong in the park.
Yeah.
Like if you ride park, to have a random handrail or a bike rack or things like this, it's just it's exciting to watch. It's fun to watch. It's different.
Yeah, changes it up.
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
just the way it's in different features. Like we talked about Burnside. If something's homemade, it's also like different kind of. I like the homemade DIY kind of.
Yeah, not perfect always. A little bit imperfect and like.
Yeah.
Looks different. Yeah. Feels different.
I like that kind of vibe when you're riding.
100%.
It's more fun to watch.
Definitely is more fun to watch for sure. I mean, yeah. Before we wrap this up, is there anything else you want to talk about or touch on before we call it a pod?
I feel pretty good, man. Shout out to my moms for supporting me all the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anybody you want to thank? Sponsors?
Yeah, sponsors protest got me for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Those are the most important ones.
Love it. Yeah, that's a good one too, right there. All right,
stoked. We got to chat.
Yeah, dude, this is super fun. I knew this was gonna be a good one, but I was super hyped to get you in. And apologies if the lighting isn't perfect, but you made it through because you're still fucking watching and listening. So thank you to
you're here.
Exactly. Thank you for coming on. This was a blast. It was fun riding today, and then recording this as well. And then obviously thanks everybody for tuning in. If you guys are interested in supporting the podcast, joining the Patreon is the best way to do that. So if you're interested, hit the link below. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.